There we go. There we go. I thought that was on. Hey, King Scar, how you doing, buddy? Just gonna break out the chat here. Finally got my other monitor working so I can break out the chat over there. Hey, Gulf Coast, how you doing, buddy? Romantic. What's up, Ro? Time for a beer. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hey, Caps, how you doing? Weed. That's not weed. It's weird. The StreamYard chat is faster than the YouTube chat now. Figures, knew I got this other monitor to break out the chat, so it decided to slow it down on the oh well, Caps. That's all part of island life, right? Yeah, sure. I'll check your channel out there, King Scar. As long as you're legit, no problem. I'll subscribe to you, buddy. Yeah. 10:30 roll. It's the best there is. Okay, King Scar, I will check your channel out when I'm done. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Construction Cronies. It's my buddy Chris from the way north, Edmonton. yeah, we know you're a bad YouTuber, Caps. No doubt about that. So how you doing, Chris? Must just about have that studio all taped out now, right? Yeah, like I say, Gro says there, King Scar, if your channel is good, we will subscribe. Yeah, Chris, last I saw you there yesterday, I think it was live. You were taping up a storm there in the home studio, so it's got to be getting close. Yep, broke mofo. All right, on. That's when you got to paint that baby, Chris. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to talk to an Alberta legal expert there, Caps. I'm not sure on that one. Hey, Rick S'mores. Hey, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. So you got a color all picked up for that studio there, Chris? I'm thinking you probably go some dark matte color, but that's just a guess. Okay, King Scar, we get it. You're a good YouTuber. Yeah, it's coming along there, Rome. Actually, I just poured the concrete base for it earlier today, so I'm just waiting for it to set up. Gets a little bit firmer. I'm going to give it another trowel. Yeah. A little bit fishy there, Gulf. I got the lid poured. It's getting heavy now. So let that guy cure for another day or two. Hey, see you scrapping, Roger, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, that would be my guess there, Chris. Like some kind of a matte black or something like that. But I never built a studio, so. Yeah, it's getting heavy there, bro. It's the only way I keep in any kind of shape is lifting all this heavy shit in my shop. So yeah, like I say, I got the actually here. Let me see. I'm on my mini tripod. I get seasick. So I got that all poured up. Yeah, hey, don't say anything about that. Caps there. She hasn't baked the cake in years, so she won't miss it. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that one set up for another day or two. And I got my sonotube cut. That'll be the last concrete pours around there. Just debating whether I need to reinforce that tube from the inside, but I think it should be all right. So Chris, is that a filler job, your studio, or are you slow at work right now, or just waiting to start something else? If you haven't caught Chris's channel, it's his Construction Cronies there. He does drywall in Edmonton. I think you said you had a job in Calgary coming out though, right? Ooh, look at this. I got the can and the glass going. Must have been thirsty. Actually, it was thirsty. I haven't had a beer in weeks there. My allergies have been just killing me, so beer makes it worse. So. Yeah, usually does this time of year. Caps gets hot here. To be honest, I don't like the hot weather. But here I live in the hottest place in Canada. I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah, it's supposed to get hot. It's actually cloudy out there today, but so I've been on the verge of rain all day, but oh yeah, Calgary job changed. So is that good or bad there, Chris? I guess better if you're able to work in Edmonton there. Yeah, that's a good thing, bro. Yeah, I got some family there that is having a problem right now, so I wish he could quit. Yeah, Gulf Coast. Yeah, I think the summer's hot here. It's extra hot where you're at. Yeah, I don't think I could live in one of those places year round. I mean, like Florida's nice in the wintertime, and same like Arizona, Las Vegas. It's nice there in the wintertime, but summertime, I don't think so. Yeah, actually, I am a little bit allergic to beer there. Bought caps, but I can tolerate it. But if my allergies are really bad, like this year was especially bad for pollen, so it kind of everything stacks on one top of the other. So I have to. I had to break down, finally go to the doctor there. I had to get some nasal spray there because I couldn't sleep at night. They're so plugged up there, so you're basically suffocating all night, so you can't get a proper sleep. So didn't have good sleep for probably a month. So I had to break down and get some spray. So that's helped quite a bit. Hades. That's the devil's hometown. So what are you doing in those towers, Chris? Are you doing the whole thing or just the stairwells or something? Yeah, I think that humidity is worse than the heat sometimes. I know that when I lived in Illinois there for 3 years, the humidity was sky high there because you're close to the Great Lakes. Like I say, when you get up to 100% humidity, I think it's harder to take than the actual heat. Check over on that side, see what's going on. So yeah, back to work unfortunately this week. Well, same as last week, but it was a short week last week, so. Yeah, it's not too bad, Caps. You get in those, like I say, get that 100% humidity there. It's horrible. See, Dr. Bonnie might let us start traveling around here the middle of June there, Caps. Hopefully. Actually, we're going back to Tassus fishing there on, where are we going? End of July, just before August. I'm going to go back over to Tassus for 3 days, assuming that everything is open again. Yeah, anything over 60, you're starting to. Yeah, so we'll see. Going for 3 days. Holy smokes. That's gonna be a lot of work, Chris. You're gonna have to hire a few guys. Or work 24/7. Yeah, so it's been a couple of years since we went fishing there, but hopefully, it's been not that great last few years, but hopefully it'll be good this year. Yeah, fourth wave, fifth wave, sixth wave. Yeah, everything's far from open up here, Gulf Coast. I mean, we're can't travel from one health authority to the other, and it's a whole bunch of restrictions. Well, actually, they loosened them up a bit now. They opened the restaurants and the bars back up to limited seating, but I mean, it's still a joke here. I mean, we're so far behind on the vaccinations too. It's going to be till the fall till we get anything caught up on vaccinations, but when you have a country where it's being run by a guy whose only job in life was a substitute school teacher, people shouldn't be surprised. You get what you pay for, and you get what you vote for. Hey, you mean ferry reservations there, Caps? Yeah, we'll probably. That's a good idea, though. We should book those. Never thought about that. I'll have to talk to my buddy there. He's the one that does the ferry booking. Yeah, I don't have a calendar, but I think it's the third weekend of fourth week of July we're heading over. So, yeah, it wasn't hard to get reservations. So usually when we go down, we catch the first sailing there at Tawasin. We go to Duke Point. So, but yeah, it's probably smart to get it booked. Because once they get back to sailing again, assuming they're going to get back to sailing, it's going to be busy for sure. And I think in August I might do a loop. Like I think I told you before there, Caps, I might do a loop there and go up the Sunshine Coast and go over to Duncan there and go back through Victoria, depending how things are. You must be the go-to guy there in your island there, Caps. You got a tire machine, body shop. I gotta come by your shop there and see what you're hiding for scrap there. I'll have my truck, so maybe I'll load up some scrap over there. Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, Gulf Coast. Actually, I just get the stuff delivered to work there. It works pretty good. Well, the woman at the front doesn't think it works pretty good because she's got a sign for it. But I'll shoot you my address there. Have you got your address on your? Did I ever send anything to you there, Gulf Coast? I can't remember now. Anyways, my email is on my about on my homepage. So just get my email there. Shoot me an email with your address, and I'll email you back. Yeah, so email me your address there, Gulf Coast. I'll send you mine back, and I'll send you some stickers there, buddy. Hey, boats stuck in on us. It's another Floridian there. Sneaking in to tell us how good the weather is. South Florida, though. Yeah, you have to look on your laptop. For some reason, you can't get those email addresses off the homepage on your phone there, Gulf Coast. But if you go on your computer, it'll be there. So, like I say, just shoot me an email. Yeah, or Facebook too. Yep. Either way. So how you doing, Mr. Boats? Yeah, South Florida. It looks pretty hot where Boats is out there. He's on that, I think they call it the Panhandle or something over by Louisiana there. Apparently he's done with that cold weather. Yeah. As long as it's only rainboats there. We don't want anything, as long as you don't have anything too extreme weather-wise. That's the only downside of Florida. There's all those storms you get there, but I guess it just goes to show you there's probably no perfect place to live. Except for Texada Island. That's probably as close to perfect as you can get. Just ask Caps, he'll tell you. Oh yeah. Yeah, one time, Bolts, I drove my car all the way to Key West. That was an epic drive from British Columbia all the way to Key West. And whatever way or whatever interstate that is or highway or whatever, you'd end up driving right through the Florida Everglades through the middle. It's pretty cool. That was before they got, of course, that was before they got all those giant snakes there in the Everglades. So I don't like snakes. So I probably wouldn't be hanging around there now. You got those, 15-foot snake, forget it. 2-foot snake, that's too big for me. Yeah, it was quite a trek. That was quite an epic trek, all right. Their boats had a almost new Trans Am, loaded it up, and had a girlfriend at that time, and yeah, it was a pretty good trip. Hey, Koontz, how you doing, buddy? That's one of the hardest working scrappers on YouTube. You couldn't see me. Yeah, gas was pretty cheap then, Ro. That was in, let me see. Trans Am was a 77. I think it was a year old. So yeah, it would have been 78. Yeah, it was pretty cheap. It's less than $1 a gallon, that's for sure. So I hope everything's going good for you, Koontz. Hope you had a good week scrapping there, buddy. Load that white truck up. Yeah, I don't know if it was 76 cents a gallon, but it was, like I say, it was less than $1. I know that. So. Because I burned a lot of it. Hey, resting today, Koontz? It's not like you. Every time I check one of your videos out, you and your partner are just giving it. I don't know. It's kind of a tie, though. Ro's been working pretty hard there since he got that new scrapping shack there, too. He's been just killing it. So I haven't too busy on the scrapping front there. I got a few transformers and stuff down there, but the other problem is, too, can't go to the scrapyard because it's in the wrong health authority. So believe it or not, they set up these roadblocks and they stop you, ask you what your business is. So I'm not sure if scrapping counts as essential business, but and if you got lippy with them, they can fine you $500. So people were telling them where to stick their fines, but now, problem up here, the government has control of everything. So they said, "Oh yeah, well you don't pay that roadblock fine, you can't renew your insurance on your vehicle, you can't renew your driver's license." So that's how they operate up here. Buffalo toad, that doesn't sound good. Their boats sounds big. You say buffalo toad, that sounds huge. Hey, Ro, you should hire his partner there, Matt. There, he'd carry that for you, no problem. I don't know. See, some of that stuff. Koontz's partner lives there. I think he's going to blow his back out one of these days. But yeah, that guy's a full-on worker. Poisonous. That's bad. That's bad, boats. When you live in a place where there's poisonous frogs, very bad. Sounds like Australia or something. How big are they? It's not one of those toads you lick there to get high, is it? Not saying you do something like that, of course, but asking for a friend. He might be watching there. Actually, Kooks is going to tell him you said that, Ro. His feelings are going to be hurt. Yeah. Oh, well. Anybody that's over 40 can tell you the perils of showing off. It always catches up to you. Yeah, South Florida, they got all kinds of natural pesky animals and all these stupid animals or reptiles or whatever you want to call them that people have imported and let go. Like those Burmese pythons. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, 8 inches. That's a fair-sized toad. Hey, you wouldn't catch me licking any toads' boats. I don't care. Even if there was the 1 in 1 million chance there was a princess inside there, not going to happen. Yeah, like I say, most of the pests there in Florida are invasive species that dumbasses have let go or shouldn't have been allowed to bring. Like, why would they allow them to import those Burmese pythons to start with? And then I think it was Hurricane Andrew or something like that. That's when they got loose. But now, like say, like 15 feet, I think they're like 17 feet is the record for those idiotic things. Hey, Coots, you bet, buddy. Got a little bit of Smithwick's Red Ale. Hey, you knows it, bro. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Okay, Ro, take care, buddy. I don't like snakes. I don't care if they're friendly or not, but yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah, the government knows best. I don't get these people that think, the government is your friend, put all your faith in the government. But, that's a whole different discussion. Hey, bros, I'm going to show you something here, buddy, if I can find it. Aha. Are you ready? Ian Matthews sticker. A spare one. So I'm going to send this one to my buddy Steve there. He lives in the same general area as I do. Steve Strait, Steve SRT8. He's the guy that makes these little cool little hatchet things. Let's see which way is the right way. No, not that way. There we go. See, I gotta sand this thing up one of these days and do something with it. Yeah, that's a limited edition, that's for sure. So yeah, I figured Steve would, Steve was so nice to make this up for me. I figured he deserved one of those limited edition Ian Matthews stickers. We're not like, I don't know if you guys seen it, bros there. He went right to where Ian worked, walk in the door. Are you Ian Matthews? And the look on Ian's face was priceless. Who wants to know? I want a sticker. Yeah, that was perfect. That was one of the best videos so far this year, bros. Yeah, that one, I had to laugh when I saw that one. Yeah. Yeah, Ian got his hands working there. Next thing you know, the beer was on the keyboard. But I can't say too much because I've done that too. You go, next thing you know, and you know, a can like this is only supposed to hold 500 milliliters. Well, when you spill it, it's like 10 gallons, right? Everywhere you look, beer here, beer there, you know, and you got to get towels and rags and yeah. Yeah, it'd be pretty funny to have Ian as a neighbor. Maybe. Maybe not your next door neighbor. Maybe a neighbor 5 houses away or something. But yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. Just gotta check my concrete here. Yeah, it's still a bit soft. I want to give it one more trowel there before I leave it, so but still a bit soft. This is that burner I made, but I said I wasn't very happy with the way it turned out. The reason was I wanted to put a thumb wheel in here to regulate the air, but and I've seen a guy that did it, but you got to tap it all. This is 1/4 inch NBT, so you have to do a running thread all the way through, and then your thumb wheel runs on that running thread. But this NBT is so hard to tap because it's a tapered thread. So you're trying to do something that the die wasn't made for. So I did a couple, I think I've chucked them now, but it's so hard to thread. By the time you get, like if you do a 4-inch running thread on this, by the time you're at the end, the nipple is all twisted because you got to thread so hard, you're actually twisting the nipple. So I went back to the other style, the one I did on that forge I built. I just got to touch up the walls and stuff on it, but that thumb wheel works nice though to regulate the air. So I might do another one where this is a tube and then the gas source goes through it, and then you have the MIG tip nozzle threaded in there. I don't know. This one will probably work though. Like I say, this is the same one as I did for the forge one. So it's raining out there now. Anyways, same one I did for the forge ones, and I got those working. So hopefully this works. Just got one more concrete pour, and then I'll be able to test it out. I'll just run it at low heat to start with there to try and cure the refractory first. Yeah, boat. So I'm making a foundry here, buddy. There, I'll show you again. I'll get motion sick on me, but there it is. Gotta readjust. So yeah, that's going to be actually a metal foundry for melting brass and copper. That's what I'm hoping anyways. Should work though. So I'm thinking maybe rather than taking your copper to the junkyard and getting $4 a pound, cast some ignits and put them on eBay. People will pay like, say copper is like a bar is a pound, say $4 a copper. They'll pay $20 plus shipping for it for some reason. So anyways, I'll give it a try. If nothing else, I'm going to try and cast some stuff. So we'll see. Getting close. The goal will be to finish it this coming week. So, kind of like say, I'll show you the lid again. This is the lid that goes on it. Just like that. So we'll see. Then I'll probably try and get some. You can buy these pre-made molds for like skulls and crap, something like that. Might try to cast a few of those just for whatever, give them away or something like that. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Rafael, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Rafael, you're up late, buddy. Holy smokes! Let's see. I'm just doing the quick math, doing the Mac math here. It's about what is it, Rafael? It's about 3 a.m. where you're at. You're either up late or up very early. Yeah, how's it going, Steve? Hey, Steve, I was just showing the guys here. Are you ready? Ian Matthews stickers. I'll try to remember to mail that out to you this week. It'd be the envy of everyone in your neighborhood. Yeah, I was outside for a bit there, helping my wife dig out some plants and stuff. But fortunately, it started raining now, so I don't have to worry about any more of that yard work. Yeah, I'll get that sticker up to you, Steve. Then you can put it, feature it in one of your videos there, and all those people have been patiently waiting for years for an Ian sticker. It'll be even that much angrier. Yeah, I was just showing everybody too the hatchet you sent me there, Steve. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I'm just going to grind the backside of it, I think, a little bit, and then I might paint it orange or something, but then actually, this might not be that spot right there. Yeah, oh, you can't see it. Oh, yeah. That might not be too bad of a spot right there. See, I've got an empty spot up here. Had a beer sign up there. Guy was supposed to buy it off me. Of course, I was on Facebook Marketplace, flaked out on me. It was about 2 weeks ago now. He was going to get his uncle to come over and pick it up, and he transferred me the money. But what I think I'm going to put up there instead is these old wood planes I got. So I'm going to make some kind of a bracket. I'll put the bigger one on top. And I'll put got enough room, I'll put the little guy up above it there. I just got to make some kind of a metal bracket there for them to sit on. Yeah, that's a Guinness metal tacker. Just move it a bit. Actually, my son went to Ireland there 2 years ago, I guess. He got it for me there. But yeah, I got lots of anything beer related I'm interested in those. They got tomorrow offer, fell. Well, that's good. No wonder. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Sorry, buddy, didn't see you come in. How you doing, Anthony? Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, that Dory fella, I already thought of that. So, yeah, actually, you know, Rafael, you and I are thinking on the same wavelength there. I was thinking that, you know, you don't want that to hit you on the head there. That would hurt. So I'm gonna make a middle bracket in behind. It'll come out and then it'll return up here just like half an inch or something like that, just so it can't slide this way. And then I'll come off with a piece here, and the same idea. I'll just return it up here about half an inch so it can't go anywhere. But yeah, you're right. You don't let that fall on your head. Yeah, brewing beer is not bad. Problem with that though is it doesn't age well. Boats, you gotta drink it right away. So, but you know, that's not a problem either. Usually. Yeah, I like Guinness too. Their boats, but the problem is here. I like Guinness. If you get it on draft here, it's not too bad. But you get that canned stuff here, it's just crap. So if you can find some place where they've got it on tap, it's not too bad. But like I say, canned stuff, forget it. Don't like it. But yeah, if I was start making beer again, I'd go like stouts and things like that. Those usually turn out pretty good. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true, Rafael. You know, nothing is idiot proof. You're right. Hey, Park Nest, buddy, how you doing? Nice to see you. I haven't ordered any crucibles yet, Steve. I want to get it all cast inside there. Then I just want to kind of see, what type of. I want to get the biggest crucible in there that I can, but still be able to move it in and out without a problem. So I'm just kind of waiting until that's all done inside there. Then I'll figure out the size of crucible I'm going to get. That's my story. So I've got a guy that the guy where I got that refractory cement, he sells those crucibles and stuff. So he gave me options on a few different sizes, but they're quite expensive from him. But they're actually a refractory company. That's what they specialize in. Hey, you should be in bed there, Parky, but it's all right. We don't care. Just happy you could join us. So earlier, did you say you got a new car, Parknest, or a different car, or you were just working on one? I didn't quite catch that. Yeah, I'll make my own tongs. Actually, if you check Steve's channel out, he just made a really nice set of tongs there. So I'll copy those. Like, yeah, I don't have any hand, but metal about this size, and then you curve it. Actually, I think just a piece of pipe. You get a right size of pipe, just kind of sleeve off of it there, and then. But yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Got to make some tongs and stuff like that. But hey, Tim Palmer, how you doing, buddy? So Parkness, it must be a holiday over there. You guys are up late. Is it a holiday tomorrow? Oh, okay, it's not yours. Okay. Did you say it was a BMW or something like that? Yeah, Steve, thanks. I might take you up on that. I like the way those hinges turned out for you. So anyways, I can't get ahead of myself. I got to try and get this thing up and running. That's what it's my big downfall. I like starting stuff, but I get too many things started and don't finish any of them. Oh, hey, boats. Boats. Do I have a real anvil? Boats. Come on now. I'm going to show you. Okay, guys, hang on here. I might get seasick again there, but Boats just asked me if I had a real anvil, so. I'll see how long my cord is here on my. So that Boats is a 350-pound Peter Wright anvil. And then that's my anvil stash over there. There's 6 more there. And that's about 175-pound Peter Wright that I bought years ago. I bought it off an old gal. It was her grandfather's, and she was no spring chicken when I bought it off her either. So safely say that's over 100 years old. And those tongs and everything are all handmade. So yeah, I like anvils. Long story short, I like anvils. They're hard to get, but if I run across them, I usually don't pass them up. Unless they're, I've had a few I passed, but they're just super rough shape. So, but anvil nest, yep. But yeah. So now my great grandfather, he was actually the first blacksmith in Kelowna. One of these days, I've got a few snippets of his life there, but I've been trying to connect the story a bit. But anyways, he came here in the 1890s from Ontario. He was actually a blacksmith on the railroad, and then they built a spur from the railroad. I want to say from Kamloops down into like Salmon Arm there. He had brought his whole family with him. So then he just decided he liked the area. So he actually moved to Kelowna there. And he was, I don't know if he was actually the first blacksmith in Kelowna, but he was one of the first anyways. And Steve there, his blacksmith shop used to be right on Bernard Avenue. Fortunately, it's hard to get any pictures or anything of that's like 1895, I think, 1897. So there's not that many pictures out there, but slowly I've been trying to put some information together on his life. But I guess, that's why I must have inherited the blacksmith gene from him somewhere along the way. Yeah, that's my milling machine there too, bolts. Yeah, it's you take like in the old days, like my great grandfather, like that was who the whole community went to if they needed something built out of metal, right? I mean, the blacksmith, he was the guy, right? I think to say, the community life probably almost revolved around the blacksmiths in those days. I mean, if they, it was your wagon or you name it, that's the guy they went to was the blacksmith. Rafael, buddy.
Hello, sir.
How are you, buddy?
All good. As you see, I'm still alive. I'm still awake, even though it's quite late. But oh well, who cares?
Well, you know what?
Great time.
It could be quite early too. It depends. It's all a matter of perspective.
Let's say 45 more minutes, and that's begin to be early.
It all depends how you're looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. Last time when I go home, it was already like starting to get bright and birds begin to sing. So
yeah,
I consider that as early.
Yeah, so when you're having a good night, and then things are still going strong, and the light starts to get light. Screw it, keep going.
Oh well. Anyway, I just decided to stop by and just have a drink with you, sir. And why not? Why not?
Yeah, appreciate it.
I can hold it one more, I guess.
One more. Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers. Nostrovia. No, what's the
Exactly, that's what you say. Na zdrowie.
Yeah.
You are totally correct. And welcome everyone in the chat. Boats. Welcome, sir. Gulf Coast, welcome. Parky, welcome. Tim. Hello, D.
Yeah, Boats has been busy killing giant toads there in his yard, so he's
You know,
taking.
Bo, if we talk about Bolt, he's always busy and he always got something to do and something to kill, right?
Oh yeah, you got that MacBook working too. That's good, Boats.
Yeah, he was playing with that MacBook like half of the stream of.
I was thinking he got ripped off on that battery, but I guess he'll have to take that back now. It's working.
Yeah. Anyway, as far he's get into it, so that's all cool.
So I had a bunch of computers for foul, so I've been.
Oh, what's that? CPUs. Also.
Yeah. Whoops. Right, where am I? There I am. Yeah.
Oh, pinless. Oh, dang, that's crappy.
Crappy.
Yeah, as far you don't get like at least this stuff. Well, let me grab it. Why don't you lift from the surface? Come on. Those thingy with the pins. As you can see, there are double so much as those pinless.
Oh, those are the good ones.
Crap. Look at that. This is crappy stuff.
I think that's all the ones I got then, Rafael. Crappy ones.
Oh well, that means that the new one. Oh, there we go. This is AMD. AMD something.
Was that a good one?
Yeah, of course, much better than those pinless one.
Oh, okay, great. It's all good to know.
This is very cool. It's quite easy to unsolder all that pins. You just put like heat gun on top of it, actually on the pin side, and then just shoot it on kind of tray or something, and all the pins falling out. And later on, you end up another AMD. Yeah, this is also AMD.
Right on. I got a little bit of RAM stick. I think this is. Yeah, that came out of a laptop there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Actually, I didn't realize these are solid. Romantic was the guy that tuned me in.
Yeah.
Copper.
It is. This totally copper heatsink on top of it, and quite easy to remove.
Yeah. Different bucket for those.
Yes.
So yeah,
you're getting into the e-waste thingy.
Yeah,
awesome.
Our IT guy, he was throwing away about 10 or 12 computers. I hate to see anything get thrown away. So, I got 2 more I got to take apart. But
they are quite easy to take apart, and yeah, they are awesome to work with as well.
It's nice to get that gold. That'd be the nice part.
Yeah, a little bit. In each piece is every little bit of gold. So why not to gather it? I agree.
Yeah, and then I got some more RAM sticks at work or something. Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 RAM sticks at work there. They got the big fingers on them with all the gold on them.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of like motherboards and everything stashed back there. But now, if you ever watch what's it called? Metal Block. Anyways, guy I know from Vancouver there, he collects that stuff, so I'll probably just take him down to him next time I go down.
Oh well, as far you got like decent amount, then you can easily sell it.
Yeah, that for whatever reason you can't sell that stuff in Canada. Like, I'm up the West Coast, and where Dan is. He can't sell them there either. And he's right by the U.S. border. You'd think if anybody could sell them, he could, but he can't sell them there either. So there's just nobody recycles them up here for some reason. I mean, the stuff's everywhere. I mean, if there was a market for it, you could definitely make some money, but just nobody will buy it. Period.
I guess that will be some kind of toll or transportation. Thingy out there that's standing in the way.
Yeah, well, they did a few years. They were doing it for the Philippines, but Duarte, he was going to declare war on us if we didn't take it all back. So,
oh well.
So maybe that's part of it too. Yeah, it's weird, Golf. I don't get it, but So everybody I talk to in Canada, they have no luck selling any of that shit.
If you get that and you know too much, then probably you will be on the how do you call that? On the
inside.
No, I mean on the spot to disable, to get rid of.
I'll have the market corner.
What was the word? Dang, I forget. Shoot.
That'll come to you.
It will come after I just stop thinking about it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, never mind. Who cares?
Yeah, that's when you get up to look for something, and then you can't. Oh, what the hell am I looking for? You got to go back to where you came from. Sit down again. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
That was one. Dang, that's killing me.
No, it will too. See how it eats away at you. I can't go back and get another beer. It's raining out. I'll get wet if I go for another beer. Hey, Hupples, how you doing, buddy? Hupples is from Ontario too. Actually, I can't get it wrong, Hupples, but I think you're right in Toronto there, or close to Toronto.
Dang, stupid Uncle Google. It's not going to help me out. It's tell me viewfinder, dative, hindsight.
Yeah, I do. You're right.
Dang. That doesn't, none of those terms that fit to my sentence. Anyway, never mind. Who cares?
Yeah, that's what people would say for quite a while, Hupples. I need a beer phrase, but one of these days I'll find one for free and then I'll bring it in. So you working this weekend, Hupples, there, or you got a few days off?
I actually got the whole week free.
Ah, good.
Starting tomorrow and all the way to the next Monday, I will stay at home. So I will be taking care about my garden, about my scrap, about my trellis, and all the stuff what I don't have time to do every day.
Yeah, everything you've been neglecting all year.
And I don't care if I woke up before noon or afternoon.
Yeah. If anybody doesn't have Hupples, subscribe to his channel. He's does a lot of prepping videos and that type of stuff. So he's going to be retiring shortly, and him and his wife are going to retire to somewhere northern Ontario, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hupples. And they have a nice acreage there, and they're building like a what's the word for self-sufficient house there, and looks like it's going to be quite nice, actually. Quite envious of you there, Hupples. That's a beautiful place.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, he's going to go off the grid.
So self-sufficient house for me sounds like really good idea.
Yeah.
I like to have it. Actually, right now I'm about to actually not me, but Eva. She's in the charge with that project. We are about to rent out some camper van, and if we get into like it, then who knows? Maybe we're gonna get our own.
Yeah.
And see what go on.
That's a good way to do it, though. Rent one there first before you see. That's a mistake I made. I usually jump in with both feet there, and I don't really like this, and then you got to sell the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, this is Steve Strait. Good to see you, sir.
What's going on, Raphael? Hey, Mac.
All good. Hanging out. Why not? Yeah, that was the plan. We can actually just buy one or just buy some van and turn it into the camper van, but that involves quite big amount of money both ways. Just buying van or buying the ready one.
Yeah.
So we decided to try at least for a week with the rented one to find out if that is really fitting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine there. He bought a big trailer there, and then the first time out there, they went to Okanagan Lake Park. They were camping there, and so I phoned him about midweek there, and I said, How's it going? How do you like camping there? Well, it's all right. So I said to your wife's listening, isn't she? Yeah. So he hated it.
Oh well, yeah, that's how it ends up in most cases. But yeah, you never know, right?
Yeah.
As I starting with metal detecting, I just first I buy very very cheap and simple metal detector, and I walk with it almost 1 year, and I still got having fun with it. So later on, I decide to get something decent.
Yeah.
What are you using now?
Right now, I got like Nocta Macro Amphibio.
Does it do like silver and gold and stuff too? Or?
Yeah, that do everything in the salty water, in the sweet water,
nice.
Does it
everything.
do, like, silver and gold and stuff?
Oh,
You gotta mute that
sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure this out.
one. Yeah.
I'm not the usual streamer, so I'm like,
Have you ever seen that Oak Island show? There's that guy, that English guy. He does all the metal detecting.
yeah.
So he has this Mind Labs, I think it is. Yeah, cool.
The MyLabs are also quite
I can
well.
get one of those. So I went on the internet, and that one he's got is like $25,000.
But I think those MyLabs are not waterproof.
Yeah, I think that one he's got does it. Well, I'm not sure actually. Definitely expensive. So
Yeah, I actually I especially go to this Nocta Amphibio because they are waterproof in the salty and the sweet water, up to I think like 30 feet or something. No, wait. That's totally wrong. 30 feet. That's not impossible. 3 meters at least. So that's give like 10 feet. Yeah, that's more realistic.
So you got to dive with that then?
You
Like
can dive
snorkel?
with it. You can dive.
Snorkel and
Yeah. For example,
what's the best stuff you've found?
I don't found any goodies whatsoever. All my founds was like some kind of old woodcutters tools at the forest.
That's good
some
stuff.
kind of let's say in the sea. I found the brass hinge at some point, and I was very excited.
you probably thought it was a gold hinge.
No, I didn't think that was gold hinge, but that was something different. Anyway, it's not about the what did you find. It's all about searching and finding stuff, and then you spend out like half hours try to dig out something out of the sand, and then you find out it's some kind of big piece of iron of the old heater or whatever. But oh well. The fun is yours.
I know. I see guys like, I see guys like metal detecting down at the local beach there all the time. So
Yeah, there's.
I was thinking of like burying some stuff and
Yeah.
and then just recording them.
You know what?
Spread a bunch of pennies everywhere and just like.
Yeah. There are some jokers as well. As far there's quite a big community in the detectorist guys. And believe me or not, if some people find out where those people's going after search, they just cut the copper pipe in, let's say, 3 millimeters rings, and so on. Or sometimes they go even further. They go with the brass, and they just throw that things around. So all those detectors guys, they get excited because they just pick out tiny ring with the yellowish color and so on. They are in euphoria actually, and they later on they find out that that's just brass, or they pick out like 10 or 20 pieces of that. Wow, what's going on? But yeah, that was just joking.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we used to go to the mall, and there used to be this one guy that used to go around picking up coins that he'd find on the floor. So
Yeah.
we go down with like a pocket full of pennies, and then we'd lay a path and then we'd sit there and watch, and we can make him go wherever you want him to go, right? He's just lay the coins on the ground. You make him walk around like a couple tables and make him go wherever. Just sit back. It's hilarious.
The same way of working, the same deal, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's just mean.
It is mean.
Yeah, he enjoyed it. We were like laughing at him. He didn't know we were having fun with him. He just thought he was finding all kinds of coins. So, you know.
Yeah, it's like where you take like Toonie there with some PL and glue it to the concrete.
Oh, I've seen yeah, or put the dollar bill on your fish on a string and then you pull it away when the guy goes to pick it up. Right? I see one there the other. I see one the other day too. Some guy must have been a TikTok thing. He laid out a bunch of rose petals and he made a trail.
Mm.
So when his wife came home and he had these rose petals laid down, and they all led to a sink full of dirty dishes. Like, you got balls to do that.
Yeah, I bet that come out to him at some point.
Yeah.
Hey, my Vicarious Life, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Good to see you.
Hello, my Vicarious. Hello, Danny boy. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, good to see you. Are you working?
I can't see the...
My Vicarious was working out of town there for a while, so.
Okay.
I can't see the chat on this.
Are you on your phone there, Steve?
I'm on the laptop, but how do you open up? I guess I got to open up a new window.
You got the comments at the right of your hand. Comments and private chat. As you click the comment, then the chat show up to you, buddy.
Through through Scream. Oh, there they are. Okay, perfect.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Awesome. I'm over now.
How easy was that?
Every day you learn something, right?
How do you type? Can you type through StreamYards too, or do you have to go through YouTube?
No, you got to go to the YouTube actually.
Okay,
If you got the YouTube site muted, then you can just type in that chat out there. That's going to show on both StreamYard and YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, Rafael's a seasoned pro. He's been doing this for years.
Yeah,
No,
I've been watching his streams.
I find out I cannot type on the StreamYard as I'm guest like a few weeks ago. Somehow. Oh well.
Oh,
I didn't
What
pay
time?
attention. You know, as I am the host, I can type on both chat, but as I am a guest, I never pay attention to the chat. I just use the chat from the YouTube and the chatting through the stream. But oh well.
yeah, my Vicarious, he's heading to the casino. He's going to hit it big here. That's my prediction. He's waiting for his buddy to pick him up to go to the casino.
Oh,
Killing my
there you
time,
go.
buddy. Okay.
Next
You
time,
need one of my coins. You need one of my coins, then you can put it all on.
yeah,
Put it all on butts.
Yeah.
Lucky one.
Yeah, the casinos are still closed down here. They're supposed to open them in June sometime. But. Yeah, you know, last 16 months, if you couldn't have saved money, I mean, the casinos have been closed, the bars have been closed, the restaurants, any place you want to try and spend money has been closed.
You know, that's actually a little bit stupid because I never in my life were in casino so far. And I don't even think I will gonna go. I don't care. I don't really bother with that. Later on, all those virus when everything gets closed doesn't bother me whatsoever because I but very rare go to the restaurant because the peeps around here don't know how to cook. It's very rare when you can eat something good outside in the restaurant. Otherwise, you spend like fortune on the tiny dish. when you eat something good, but you will not fill your belly.
Yeah, I don't go out a lot either, but I don't like being told that I can't either, right? At the same time. So
Yeah, that's different stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
having the options.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Tim's leaving us, so we'll see you later there, Tim. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Take care, Tim. Have a good one.
Hope you got lots of lawns to mow this week. Wish you'd come here and mow my lawn.
And
So
as
did
well,
you get any more?
What?
Go ahead.
I want to say as well, plenty peeps complaining they got to leave the jobs and just stay at home. At the first stage, they enjoy a little bit of
Yeah.
extra free and something, but later on, it's come out in the pocket-wise way because the money gets low and so on, so on.
Yeah,
I haven't stopped my work whatsoever. I was working all the time. I haven't feel like any restriction whatsoever, except wearing the mask. That suck. But oh well, that's the most what bothering me.
Well,
So-
I mean, work for most people is kind of a social thing, right? So when you get everybody working from home, you lose that social part of it. Then it just starts feeling like work. It doesn't feel like it used to be, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm in the shop every day and nobody around. I'm just like, I feel like I'm just selling my life for a paycheck. Where before there'd be other people around and you're hanging out and
Yep.
having fun or whatever, right? So
Yeah, especially if you like the people you work with, enjoy your work.
yeah.
I working with the building sites branch and so on. So basically, I still have access to all my projects and so on. There was sometime problems with some materials to get it on the place, or socializing with the peoples to get the things done what's supposed to be. Otherwise, there was what I see. There was much less traffic on the roads.
Yeah.
Transportation was like, pleasure to drive around the city and so on. I really enjoyed that. That was cool, actually.
Yeah, the commutes are a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, I
Hey,
agree.
buddy.
But yeah, other
Yeah,
than that,
but
I haven't seen any biggest problems with that.
It's pretty much back to normal now, so that's good, right?
Yeah, hopefully they're saying by September here, we should be just about back to where we were, but we'll see.
But September, October, that's autumn coming, and again, flu season.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, it's like this year here, there's been no flu cases anywhere, zero.
Of
Yeah.
course, because every case was signed to something else, right?
Yeah, so you ask somebody, how is it that there's no flu cases? They say, well, that's because they're going now.
Well, I mean, it's good, right? Like if they keep that stuff going, where they have hand sanitizer in all the stores, and
Yeah.
they be hygienic. Like, think how much of a savings that would be on the healthcare system, just from regular flu point of view, right? So.
I guess sanitizer does the little job, but that's not the biggest job. The biggest jobs with the flu, that's make the masks.
Yeah. It's
That's
so
my
bad how this day and age, you have to tell people to wash their hands and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But as well,
If
they told to wash the hands from when we were like 6-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Wash your hands,
Yeah, but
wash
no-
your hands,
yeah.
wash your hands. That was every 5 minutes you hear from your parents.
well,
Sure.
just stay
Go ahead.
stay home from work if you're sick, right? Where
Yeah.
before it'd be like people were using being sick as an excuse, but now it's like a real thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? I think I get like when I get sick, it's happened like one time by 2 years, something like that. And as I get sick and I feel that, I can feel it right away. I really feel bad, and I know I'm gonna get sick, and then I know I need at least 7 days at home
Yeah.
to get back to normal. You know, when I get sick, it take me down totally.
Yeah. Full on.
Yeah, but before you'd be sick, and as long as you weren't feeling too bad, you'd still go into work and get a runny nose and stuff. And
No way. It's happened like with the hours, with me at least. It's happened. You know, I feel something in my nose, then I feel something in my throat, and I know exactly that feeling. This is very crappy feeling. And later on, I just taking my phone, call to my boss. Listen up, I'm not gonna be at work for the next few days because I'm getting sick. So I run home, then just lay down, get some chicken soup, whatever. Like those supposed to help me, not always help, but at least I think it will help. So I do all that stuff. Stay at home for the next few days. I don't know, get drink to get sleep and sleep it over and whatever, and then I come back as I knew. But otherwise, getting sick, it's like crazy. I rather to go to work instead of sitting at home and be sick.
yeah,
You
exactly.
stay home by about noon, you're wishing you had gone to work. So.
But now, if you show up at work sick, people are going to demonize you, right?
That's true.
But before, it'd be like nobody really. It wasn't that big of a deal if you showed up at work when you were sick, right?
No, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Actually, there was other thing what actually motivated me to it, because actually my father, he was at one employer for over 35 years.
Oh wow.
And he actually get like kind of diploma because he never through that time get like one sick day of work. Never. 35 years without one sick days.
So he went to work sick. If he was sick, he went to work. He didn't care, right? Because he was more dedicated to going to work than trying to call in being sick. Right?
I don't know, but believe me or not, I never see him sick. He was never sick.
Maybe. Good for him.
Very good constitution.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that, but oh well.
Hey, Rafael, just keep things going here. I got to grab a beer there. Steve's making me thirsty. So.
Oh, sir, yes. I take care of it. No worry whatsoever. I can keep those people in the shape. What's going on here in chat? Nice wood stacks. Oh yeah, by the way, Steve Trade.
Oh,
what about those big wood stacks behind you? Is that for your own use or you are selling them?
No, I burn wood all winter long, so that's my wood shed. Oh.
Yeah.
There's my I throw axes back here too. Oh, sorry.
Which one?
I got my scrapper axes up on the fuck. Yeah, no, I burn probably I burn wood from September to May usually. So I got the shed here pretty full.
Okay.
So.
I also see some kayaks out there.
Yeah, there's a couple of kayaks up there.
Are you like to drifting or?
They're the double ones, so I could take a kid and the wife can take a kid. Right? Two-seater ones.
Awesome.
We do a lot of camping and stuff, so I take the kayaks and try and get out kayaking when we go camping or whatever, right?
Yeah, camping is fun. I agree with that.
What kind of wood? Most of it is Douglas fir. So we're on. I'm in BC. I live like Cruiser Mac and I work about 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from each other. Our offices are like pretty close. But then he commutes south to go home and I commute north to go home. So our houses are actually probably an hour and a half away from each other. But I'm out here I'm in Western Canada, and there's a lot of Douglas fir around.
That's still quite close.
So-
And I must say,
My buddy's
you're getting quite away from your Wi-Fi port or modem, because your sound begin to get clunky.
yeah, I gotta move. Yeah. I'm right on the cusp here now. I'll move back up here.
Ooh, that's good.
I'll go back and put you on the fence here.
There you go. Your sound going back normal.
Yeah, all this wood is that's fir.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's fir. It's like got that kind of orange-ish core. It's not a hardwood. It's like a softwood, semi hard.
Close to hardwood.
It's like, yeah, it's semi. It burns really well.
Hey, Dan the man. Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
What's up, Dan?
Good to see you, sir.
That's the Southern Ontario king of dishwashers.
Another Canadian boy.
Yeah. How's it going, Dan? Hope you had a good weekend, buddy.
Dang, guys, I wonder when I come out from my cave, I will see it as bright sky like Steve Strait have out there. And you, Cruiser Mac, as well. But yeah, as I gonna go out, what I gonna see, that's gonna be pitch black sky.
Yeah, it's only 6 p.m. here, so.
What time is it there, Rafael?
I just hit like 3 a.m.
Holy crap!
Another hour.
It's like 3:01 right now.
Another hour and it'll be light there. Oh.
Yeah, it's begin to start.
There you go.
Oh, Dan's working his ass off. Well, that's every day, Dan.
901 Gulf Coast. Are you? Where's that? Where are you? Gulf Coast. Mississippi or?
I like to bury myself in here at the winter time when when it's like cold and windy and snowy and whatsoever. All nasty weather is outside, and I hear basically just like slightly like wee wee of the wind or something like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, just start up some heater in here, and that's nice and cozy. Because I'm actually under the ground right now. I'm in the basement, so it's always warmer than the up there. And at summertime, it's actually colder than up there as well. So that's positive.
Spend the
You got
whole
a wood- Yeah, you got a wood stove in your shop there, do you?
No, I do
Okay.
not. I do not. Basically, if I use some kind of either way like electric heater or sometime gas, but not so often.
That's a big space. It must be expensive.
No, it's not really big space because this is only the basement, and I got the hatch door in here, so I can shut it down, and that's become like, let's say, 4 by 8 meters room. So that's not really a big room to warm up. As far as I shut down the door.
How do you heat your place, Mac? Do you have a heater?
Yeah, I just got an electric heater in here. I'd like
Is
to.
that
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that? Are you built onto your house, or is that the
No, it's separate. It's in the back of the yard there.
separate shop?
Yeah, I'd like to have a wood stove, but I got like a neighbor right here, so he might not appreciate the smoke because his patios and everything facing it. So
I know.
just trying to
I
be.
put one in. I got two wood stoves in the house that I got one out. I'm in like a double car garage. So that I converted into my shop. So
Yeah, I love wood heater. I mean, that's the best heat there is wood heat.
But
It's
as
like
far as you use the good fuel on your wood stove and you use it well, that's it. Not gonna create so much smoke or whatsoever.
Yeah,
yeah, it's just when you first light it, it makes a lot of smoke when you first light them. But
yeah. The new wood stoves they're to some EPA standard. They're actually, I know a guy that works at the Blaze King plants down Penticton, so they have any smoke or emissions, but.
yeah, both of the ones I have, they have like they're sealed units, and the air only comes in through one place.
Yeah.
And it gets dispersed through the top through a set of pipes.
Yeah.
And when the smoke when it's burning, you can actually see the air coming in, and you can see the smoke you can see the smoke and air mixing and burning. It almost looks like it's propane because it's shooting down where the air is coming out.
Yeah, they got kind of a reburner too. There burns the gas.
Yeah, where the air comes in, it just ignites and it burns all the smoke. It burns pretty clean.
Yeah.
When it's running, but when you first light it, it puts out a bunch of smoke anyway. But most of the time, I mean, in the winter or fall, the neighbors got their windows closed, so it's not that big a deal, right? It's not like they're out there barbecuing in September or October when it's pouring rain or whatever, So
Actually, all my neighbors don't care if I got open or closed window, even at summertime. When they feel like barbecuing or something, they just go for it. So I don't really care when I start up my even gas furnace for the metal melting. So who cares? If they don't care, I don't care too, right?
Actually, I lit a fire last night. It wasn't that cold, but I was trying to make some more of those zinc coins and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I was just burning maple, and I was outside, and it just smelled like a barbecue, like somebody's smoking a brisket or something.
Yeah, smoking some.
It actually smelled really good, right?
Yeah, true.
If you burn the right wood, I mean, if you're burning pine and stuff, it stinks. But if you're burning maple or something, the smoke smells pretty good.
Even pine doesn't smell so bad as far you burn it right. If you season that wood, that's gonna be cool. If you put the fresh one, of course, that's gonna stink and smoke and whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you put a piece in there, it'll put off a little bit of smoke at the start, but normally for a couple of minutes.
The pine we have here, those predominantly ponderosa pine. It's nasty stuff. It's got all pitch in it and stuff like that.
Oh, it's all resin, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that nice pine you have over there, Rafael.
Yeah, there's few in here.
Yeah.
My buddy's a tree guy, so he cuts. He's an arborist, so he cuts trees out of people's yards for a living,
Mm.
But he gives me a lot of the wood I get, so I do end up with quite a mix of different stuff.
Yeah, Gulf Coast there. In the old days, like a lot of the pallets used to have oak and maple from back east there. So you'd break those pallets down. They have some really nice firewood, or some of them you could even make stuff out of it. But hey, both welcome back. But yeah, lately I've seen all the pallet wood has really gone downhill lately. It's very rarely you see a hardwood pallet anymore.
Welcome back, boats.
Hey,
Actually, guys. Cruiser Mark, there was like thing is what Japanese does at some point. They buy actually broken glass from Russia. I just otherwise read or see some video about that. Sorry, beer.
Yeah.
they bought from Russian broken glass only because they pack it in pine. Not that was not pine wood. That was something else, something better wood. They
Or
just
something.
pack it with really good quality wood pallets,
Yeah.
and they buy those glass very cheap, but they get it only for the pallets. So later on, they just drop out all the broken glass into the sea,
Yeah.
and just reuse that wood and so on. After a few years, they end up with the shore covered with the glass. And these days, this is like a huge tourist attraction in the Japan somewhere.
Yeah, glass is all smooth. After a while, the sea like polishes glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they was very short on the wood at that time, so that's why they are bought all that. Later on, that was similar story with the two other materials. They buying honey. I have no idea what they do with the honey, but the Russian pack it in the very thick aluminum cans.
Oh, yeah.
And Japan was very short on aluminum, so they they get honey from the Russian just for the alu cans and repurpose it. And the third time when they does the same strategy, they were buying some trucks from Russian as well, but their condition was to get those trucks with the full tank of gas because they were very short on gas. So first of all, they get gas from the truck, and later on, just melt all the trucks to the metal supply.
And what's those Russian trucks? Those 6x6 Russian military trucks? They're
Oh yeah,
Gas?
what's that?
Gas?
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like the Deuce and a Half, but the Russian version there.
Yeah, they are huge, and they are
Yeah, they're seem to be bulletproof. You see them crossing rivers and everything with those things.
true.
Yeah, Gulf Coast, I'd love to find some oak, man. It just doesn't grow here naturally. So
Yeah.
where Cruiser Mac and I are is pretty much pine for the most part.
Yeah.
Douglas fir, some cedar.
Actually,
But-
pine is used all over right now, everywhere.
Yeah. But what happened here, they had this pine beetle went through here a few years ago, and just like the majority of the pine trees were killed. So they've been just logging them like crazy. They're just wood. So now the forests here are just decimated. So
Yeah, I used to go up cutting a lot of pine up above Coldstream there.
Yeah.
You get a permit for free, and it's like anything that's dead, you could take it. But you go up and
hey, Tom, America's favorite hoarder has joined us. That's Tom, America's favorite hoarder. Hey, buddy.
Hello, Rick. Welcome.
Yeah, I like your videos, Tom. You always got a good sense of humor there.
is that Tom? I've never seen his channel before.
Yeah, so you subscribe to him. He's got a good channel there.
What kind of stuff are you into, Tom?
He takes everything. Trust me. He leaves nothing behind. He's like an Ian Matthews on this side of the pond.
What's up, you know, those girls?
Bro.
Hey, Bros is back. Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming back. He probably had a quick nap and came back.
Yeah, getting up ready for work.
Yeah.
This
This great big old floor polisher there, and he was dragging it. He took it to the flea market, trying to sell it. Kept telling him to scrap it, but he resisted right to the end, and then he finally scrapped the thing.
Oh, well.
how's your foundry going? Did you do any more since you posted a video, or?
Yeah, I showed earlier there. I poured the concrete floor in it now, so I'm just waiting for that.
Oh yeah, nice.
I finished doing all the welding on it, welded it all up now, and so the next thing I just got to got my little piece of sonotube there. So as soon as that sets, I'll put that in.
That's a perfect size too. Mine's 8 inches.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's Then I'll just weld some little rod. I got some rod there. I'll just weld that to the side of the tank just to keep it centered.
What do you have? You bought some like proper refractory, though, right?
Yeah, there's a guy I know at the coast there that they have a company there. I've dealt with him through work, so he's got all that stuff.
What's that like cost wise?
It's not that bad. It was $50 a bag, but they had a minimum $100, so I had to buy 2 bags. Then I got those for that blacksmith forge. I got those fire bricks and everything from him too. So,
right on.
Oh, Bros, he was driving home from work. You must be working the night shift there, Bros. Yeah. So anyway, if you don't have America's Favorite Hoarder, make sure you subscribe to him.
Yeah, I had to go check him out after this.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly, bro. I bet he's in UK. Yeah, he's in UK. I just have one envelope addressed for him. He's in UK. I'm 1 hour ahead of him, but oh well.
Yeah, see, America's Favorite Hoarder too. He's in an ideal situation. He lives by himself. Nobody can tell him what he can't bring home or what he can't bring home. So.
Putting drunks into taxis.
Yeah.
Sorry, the kids came in there.
Yeah, no worries.
I leave the garage door open and people just come in here. And
Rose was the guy that went in and got the sticker there right to the source, marched into Ian's office and demanded one.
Yeah, I seen that. That was hilarious.
That was priceless. That was the best video I've seen this year.
And he did a little clip on his bike. I'm going to find a sticker. And then next clip was like, I laughed at that. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
and Ian's behind the desk, like, looking.
What's going on?
Yeah, Ian had the deer in the headlights look. Oh,
yeah.
Who wants to know?
Yeah, I like that too.
Rafael, your hair's coming back pretty good.
They going slower than my beard, but oh well. I don't mind. I already get used to it. My head is not cold anymore, so.
That's good, man. I don't have any hair either, but
actually, you know what?
It's not by choice. Not by choice, anyway.
It happened. Actually, it'd be funny if there's about 50 people live by Ian there, and they all showed up at his work one day. And demanding stickers.
Yeah, that's gonna be nasty.
Hey, it's Bros. You should, round up like 50 people and then go mob them.
Yeah, take them in your taxi over there.
Everybody show up. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Either way, that will be 2 ways of Ian's career going further, or he will just be thrown away.
Yeah, or show up at his house honking the horn there. Where's B sticker? Yeah, I feel sorry for Ian's neighbors. Kind of like I feel sorry for my neighbors, Yeah, my neighbors are always looking, well, what the hell is he doing now? You can see them, they're trying to be nonchalant, but they're looking, what the hell is he doing now?
There is blinks from the welding and so on all the time from the windows. And what this guy doing there?
The hell is he doing?
How long have you lived there?
Actually, this place here, we've been here just about 30 years. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about your neighbors?
I don't recommend that though, because the junk, you should move every 5 years because you accumulate so much junk there that you can't move it at a certain point.
I was out today helping my neighbor build a chicken coop, so I got rid of a ton of junk today. I was like, you can use this, you can use that.
So what time, those Geo trackers, those little 4-wheel drive things there?
Oh, yeah.
So I had one of those in my garage, right? But you can't take those things anywhere. It's hard to dispose of a vehicle. But at the landfill there, you can take as much metal as you want there. You can't take a car there, but you can take the metal, right? So one Saturday there, I opened my garage door and I push this geo out. So I started at the back with my Sawzall, just cut it in, cut a piece off, throw it in the back of my truck, cut another piece off. So when I started there, by the time I finished, I should say, there was like a huge crowd of neighbors there.
Yeah. Romantic, what's up, brother?
Hey, Rosie, you're back, buddy.
Hello, Dero. What do you mean then I'm screwed? In what way? Which way?
Yeah, microbots, that would be perfect. Yeah. Something that holds about 20 people or something.
How long has your neighbors lived there? Have you had they've been switching up, or you got some?
I'm trying to think. Actually, I don't have any of my original neighbors here. They've all left for some reason. I don't know why.
People keep moving. I moved in here. I had one neighbor. He was there for a couple of years. Then they moved, and it's kind of annoying. I better have somebody there all the time.
Yeah. But I think that's too.
Okay. Now I get it. I don't plan to move. Actually, maybe I will move like soon, but it's not sure. But anyway, if I'm gonna move to the bigger spot than this one.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you got enough trailers to move.
I got 6 trailers myself. Don't worry.
You got no problem moving. You just need more trucks now.
Yeah. And he's got that Suzuki.
Or you can load them all. You can preload them all and have all your stuff in like all your trailers, and then take like 10 minutes to move. Yeah, bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, Rappel was restoring a Suzuki there, but it took a few years.
No, Suzuki is still it's driving one. I'm restoring Fiat.
How come you got so many trailers? You just can't empty them out. You got my trailer's full. I need to get a new trailer.
I used to get keep the trays for the different materials. Like one is for alu, one is for steel, one for heavy steel, and so on. So as far as they are full, I just take one and go to the scrapyard.
That sounds like a real problem. Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that trailer's full. I'll just get a new trailer to put this stuff in.
Yeah, I got some.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. That'd be that's the way to do it.
Hey, street copper.
All of them they are very small trailies. They up to 500 kilos at total. So I can load on them like let's say 370 at max. So that's not really big.
370 kilos.
Kilograms, yeah.
Yep.
That's not bad. I mean, that's
pounds roughly.
That's not a lot, believe me or not.
Yeah. Yeah, street copper joined us there.
As far I don't have like bigger weight on that trading, I don't need to pay any tax on them. So that's the reason. If I got over 500, then I need to pay tax.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Andrew Merritt dropped in. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, D.
Hey, Seth, are you there? Look, check it out. Ooh.
Yeah, nice.
Awesome.
I took a picture of his stamp. He sent me a bar, and it had a stamp in it. I took a picture of the stamp. So that's gonna be a branding iron. I'm gonna make it out of brass, and like maybe he's got a lot of ink, so maybe he'll like brand himself with it or something.
Seems a bit extreme.
That's a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that.
If he can find some bare skin that he doesn't have ink on, maybe he can like stick it on there.
No, I will not go for that. Okay, so anyway, ladies and gents, I'm gonna jump out because it's getting like almost bright, and I will still have at least a little bit of the daytime tomorrow. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks.
Mark. Take care, sir. Safe trade. Have a good one, sir. Everyone, have a good one, and I bet I will catch you in the next not next week, in somewhere around.
Somewhere. Enjoy your week off.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
See ya.
See you
around.
How many likes do you need, Seth? If I can get 1,000 likes, would you stick that on your arm or what?
Yeah, it might be a few more.
Come on. I got.
Hey Dan, pop up. We got an opening.
I got mine too. So if you do it, I'll do it.
Hey,
Huh?
you might have to work out a bit there to get that one.
It might fit on my ass.
That's an option for sure.
It make for a good video, kind of.
Yeah, that
Except
probably
except for the fat ass.
So, hey, Tom, how long have you lived in that house you're in now? He was saying he had took 3 truckloads to move from his apartment to his house. So. Yeah, sorry.
Straight out of the cheek.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna make one for all you boys.
Yeah, right.
We put an R on Ro's ass. I gotta make a logo for Mac. Maybe we can do a whole collaboration.
Yeah.
All you guys could brand yourselves somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll all be famous if you do that, right?
Yeah, I'll wait on.
Who doesn't want to see that? It'd be like what's that show? That Western show that just came out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Oh crap! With I'm losing my mind here. In the chat, you guys know this show? Oh, Yellowstone or something.
Oh,
Yellowstone.
yeah. That Kevin.
And then they brand each other, or they brand the guys, and then
Yeah, I've only watched that once there. The only one I saw was that tour bus had stopped and they were all looking at the grizzly bear there and he showed up there. That's the only episode I've seen.
then he threw everybody off to
Yeah.
Tombstone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Tombstone, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't watch much
What do they call it? Was it Tombstone or Yellowstone? The Tombstone. I don't remember.
Maybe Yellowstone, I think, yeah. All I know is Kevin Costner in it.
Kevin Costner, I was thinking Michael Bolton. I was like, who's that Michael Bolton guy?
Yeah. No, not him.
No,
Yellowstone.
not him. I don't watch TV anymore. I just watch YouTube. Like,
Yeah, me too. That's I get my entertainment there. The only ones I like I watch like Gold Rush and Bering Sea Gold.
yeah, Discovery Channel stuff. Yeah.
Those
Bering Sea Gold. Bering Sea Gold is pretty good.
Yeah, Street Outlaws. I like that one too. But those are about the only ones that watch.
Actually, there was that show out of Kamloops. The guys fixing up cars.
Yeah, Rust Valley.
Yeah, they filmed a couple clips at Metal Supermarket there in Kelowna.
Oh yeah.
So I know all those guys at Metal Supermarket. So
Yep.
it was kind of funny seeing them. They're all acting too, right? It's hilarious. So it was like,
Yeah.
it's all, it was,
What's the guy's name? Mike. There. He's been around here for. He did all that rock scaling on the highways and stuff before that.
all right, bros. Yeah, man. Send me an email for sure. Are you out here? Alone, yes. That's probably my favorite show.
Yeah, that one. The first few seasons was on the west coast of Vancouver Island on that alone.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man, those guys like lose so much weight. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, brutal.
The one season I watched it, there the guy was all set up, and they came to. He was the last guy, so they came to pick him up, and he didn't really want to leave. Oh,
And his the wife comes up behind, and he's like, oh my god! Can you imagine how it would feel like after 60 days in the woods?
yeah, it'd probably be a bit of readjustment.
Then your wife comes and hugs you, and you're like, oh my god, I just won
Yeah,
$500,000 or something.
yeah, it's $1 million, or it's a fair bit of money.
Is that? I think it's 500,000. I think, right? Yeah, too many commercials. YouTube. I stopped watching regular TV because it's just like
Yeah, Ro, I like Oak Island. I watched that faithfully, but I'm still hoping they're going to find something. Actually, this year they found a lot of stuff. They didn't find anything valuable. They found a lot of stuff this year. So that's my kind of place, anyway. Oh yeah, that's an old. I'll take that. Yeah. Oh, that's old. I'll take that. I'd be good on Oak Island.
I've been watching one. They've been dredging the rivers. I forget what it's called. Whitewater. Yeah, that's crazy. Those guys are pretty hardcore.
Yeah, that's how they got a cable car into that site.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, they found some gold, not a huge amount yet, though.
Living the dream, though.
Oh yeah, Marty has changed a lot from the beginning of my. Yeah. I thought you meant Marty Scrap Kingdom there for a minute. He hasn't changed. Yeah, that's what they, once we get back to traveling freely, we'll take a tour back east there and stop in on a few of these guys. It's like, what's his name, Bob there from Gill Skills. He went to Marty's yard there a couple of years ago.
Where's that?
Scrap Kingdom there, Steve?
Yeah.
So anyway, Bob there from Gill Skills, he took a little holiday. He showed up there for a few days to help him out in the yard there. Nice.
It's pretty cool when you see the guys, YouTubers, meet up. Like romantic. Hey, Roa, have you seen Brass House lately or what? I haven't seen him online lately. I hope he's all right.
Hi, Monica. Thanks for stopping in. Monica Tia. Yeah, that Cooper's Treasure one, that kind of disappeared there suddenly, so makes you wonder on that one.
Yeah, Ro, I figured as much.
Yeah, ever since Ro got that scrap shop there, he's been busy.
Yeah, that's an awesome place, man. Glad you got a spot to get off your tailgate and you can store your stuff, your tools. Yeah. Fuck, you need that. Perfect.
Yeah, for me there, I don't know, Steve, you might have noticed it too, but there's not very much scrap to be had right now because everybody's picking it up as fast as it hits.
I haven't found anything lately.
Yeah, same with me.
Actually, I mean, even the small stuff, like I hit a couple plumbing dumpsters.
Yeah.
So like all the fittings and stuff they used to throw away.
Yep.
And now I keep them all. I got like, I don't know, probably $1,000 worth of PEX fittings that I salvaged. I cut the rings off them and pull the fittings out because they're good. They're always good for something, right?
Yeah.
Running airlines or whatever from the compressors.
Yeah, right now though everybody's tuned in. Oh yeah, that's worth $5 or that's worth $10.
Actually, my cousin's down in Vancouver, and he's been telling me he's been finding where he's like a gas fitter, so his dumpster at work they throw all kinds of crap in there, and he's like, oh, and he's all out aluminum. He's like, you want all this aluminum? I'm like, yeah, that's good, but I'd better have brass. And then they say, oh, there's lots of brass there. I don't bother with the brass. I'm like, no, get the brass. He's like, oh, there's probably like a 5-gallon bucket of brass in there. I just left it. And he's grabbing these huge chunks of aluminum. He's like, this is awesome. Way too big that I can melt it. I'm like, get the brass stuff.
Yeah, for a while, you hit a run of stuff. All of a sudden, you're finding all the same stuff. So, I had a whole bunch of brass there, but of course, I sold it when the price was low there.
I've never sold any. I love going and finding it. I probably got I got a few 100 pounds around here, but
Yeah.
it's more for projects, melt and stuff, and for me anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what I might, once I get this foundry thing working, I might do that, more of that. But I still got a bunch. I want to make one more trip down to the coast there as soon as they lift the travel restrictions.
I've been wanting to make some. I want to get more into making tools and stuff. So like welding squares, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this guy makes those fireball tools. He makes those.
Yeah. So I kind of made this one out of foam.
Yeah.
The camera's backwards, sorry. But stuff like that. It's easy to make, but
Yeah, you just gotta crew it up somehow.
yeah, I just need to find a guy with a mill that's able to do that. Then I'll be all set.
I need a guy like that. Actually, no, you know what? I've got a surface grinder there, but it's down at our shop in Penticton. I bought it there, and I think it weighs like 2,000 pounds. I haven't been able to bring it home. I don't think it'll ever come home, actually.
No, I can cast stuff that's plenty square for the amount of welding I do. Like, if you had something that was like deadly square and I weld it, it's going to be off 5-6 degrees anyway. So what the hell, doesn't matter really. No, street copper, the packs, they're good to keep, man. They're dollars. You spend so much money on plumbing fittings and stuff when you can find them and salvage them.
Yeah, if you can find them.
What happened to my phone in it?
Sorry, I gotta.
It doesn't really fit me anymore.
Don't fit you.
I don't know if it's
This is
well,
all twisted up here. Your head's getting too big.
Dad's work is never done.
I'll be back in a second. Just shut
Yeah,
my
no worries.
computer.
it doesn't look like my home on the bottom.
Well, where's the other house?
I'm surprised NBA is still going strong there. That thing he had on Friday, I thought would have taken everything out of him for the weekend.
Your head's getting big, buddy. Fix you up.
Because I'm getting smarter.
You're getting smarter, man. There. Kids are growing. They're growing their helmets.
Yeah,
Could fix the strap.
Dad's work is never done.
I did a chore. I could have a beer now and peace.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's your reward.
Oh. It's early here, Ro. It's like 6:38.
Yeah, still light out.
They got a couple hours before bedtime. Still light.
So are your kids back in school there, Steve?
Hey?
Are they back?
They've been in They've been in school the whole time, yeah.
Yeah.
I think when it first started, they were shut down for like 2 weeks, but yeah. I mean, it's daytime here still. Yeah, no, they've been. They had a couple cases in school where they shut down at a week at a time, but for the most part, it's been flat out, no problems.
Yeah, I feel sorry for all the parents that were trying to homeschool their kids there. You know, try to work and do everything else and homeschool your kids to boot.
It's hard enough when it was normal, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, drove down in Texas, living like a free man.
Yeah, I like Texas. I could live there.
I always wanted to go to Texas. I think that's probably the coolest place in North America.
Yeah, I went to Texas once, but I just drove through the Panhandle there, through Amarillo, that area.
Yeah, you need to find somebody to let you shoot some guns and stuff and do her up.
Yeah.
Get the real experience.
Yeah.
Cook some barbecue and shoot some guns.
There's a guy's got a ranch or something there, and he buries all these Cadillacs upside down there. I went by, I went by there, so it's kind of cool. It's right by the
or like they're half in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You end up driving by it on the highway there.
It's a pretty big state too, is it?
Yeah, it's huge.
It must be as big as BC, maybe.
I don't. Yeah.
Maybe not that big. No, probably not that big. No. Yeah.
Probably half the size. I'd guess. If I had to guess, I'd say about half the size.
I mean, most of BC is pretty empty country, right?
Yeah. Yes, you think like you go to Prince George, that's the middle there. So
I've seen most of it.
yeah, I've been
Done a lot of traveling with work.
Yep. Yeah, it's, you can spend a lot of time just traveling around BC. Oh, come on, man. Gee, Ontario, like that's unterrible.
I'm from Newfoundland originally, so getting to Ontario was like always the dream, right?
Yeah. It turned out to be a nightmare though, right?
You drove through there and like, yeah, fuck it, I'll keep going.
Keep going.
I partied in Sault Ste. Marie, Dan. I'm not sure where Dan is. He's in
where is he? Shoot, I can't remember now. He's right by the border there anyways.
Sarnia?
Yeah,
He's in Sarnia, I think.
Up there somewhere. Hey, Corsair Trainers, how you doing, Steve? That's another Steve, Corsair Trainers. He's Steve from California.
Born in 70s. Every Steve I ever met was born in the 70s, I think. Yeah, sorry.
Steve's a bit younger. I'd say he's a 60s man. I could be wrong, but I think he's a 60s man.
Sarnia.
Yeah, Sarnia. Yeah, there you go. Route 66, that's right. Yeah, one time we drove right across, went down to California and followed Route 66 through most of the U.S. there. There you go. 70s man.
70s, yeah, I called it. Told you. Every Steve I met is from somewhere in the 70s. That was like the name back then.
I thought he was older than that, but he just looks it. Good night, Tom.
All right.
Stopping by, buddy.
Tom, I'm going to come check out your channel.
Check out the channel.
See how much crap you got.
We've got lots, trust me. Yeah, I don't know how long Route 66 is altogether, but it's quite a stretch.
Is that through Texas? Route
Yeah,
66?
Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. I think it pretty well goes through most of the southern U.S.
I'm gonna do that at some point for sure.
Yeah, it's a fabulous drive. I did that back. Well, actually, I did that back in the 70s, but it was great.
There's a lot of the states I haven't seen yet. I've been through all the northern ones. Drove across Canada a couple times, from Newfoundland to Vancouver and back. I don't know, 4 or 5 times I did like back and forth.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been to just about every U.S. state, but I've only been to Alberta here in Canada.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good night, Dan. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I'm here to help.
better than it.
Yeah, Dan's gonna go to bed. That's what they do on
He's not going to bed. He's getting in his truck. He's going looking for dishwashers.
Yeah, maybe. Checking out the scrap. Checking out looking for dishwashers. Yeah, don't do it in the summer. Yeah, I think it was fall when I did it. But yeah, it's fall or spring is the time to do it. Yeah, I think I think it goes through Oklahoma too. I remember going through Oklahoma and Kansas and maybe Missouri.
Oklahoma. That's
Yeah.
north of Texas, right?
Yeah.
I think I got the states. I think I could probably pin the states down. I think my geography is good enough for that. Know where most of them are.
Yeah, I didn't really notice a lot in Oklahoma. There was a lot of wide open space. It's like one time I drove right across Montana there. I thought, man, this is never going to end. You see why they call it Big Sky Country there.
Sorry, my wife's hollering at me.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh, she got him out? The baby quail are going around too.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for
Chickens.
coming, buddy. What are you cooking? See, I didn't realize Corsair was a chef. It's the first time I've heard of it.
I just step away for a minute. We'll be back.
Okay. We'll admire your woodpile while you're gone. Chicago to San Francisco. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's Steve's woodpile, Monica. Up in the north here, a man takes pride in this woodpile. Hey, scrapping with kids. How you doing? Melbourne morning. Oh, it's morning in Australia. Very nice. So actually it's winter in Australia, or you're heading into winter anyways. Not like it gets very cold in Australia though, I don't think. Yeah, well, I think let's have a shot of scotch here.
Live stream with some buddies. May come say hello? She's not gonna come say hi. She's shy.
Ro, don't be saying that. Ro's trying to embarrass Monica there. She was admiring your woodpile. So.
Oh yeah, I'm proud of that. Check it out.
So I told her, up in the north, men take pride in the woodpiles.
Almost ready for winter. Almost ready. I'll burn all this winter. Like that's 10 by 10 shed is
Yeah.
full. I'll burn it all.
-1 in Australia. I didn't think it ever got that cold there. I thought like, minus or like 30 C or something would be cold there in Australia. But I
Oh
don't-
yeah,
Yeah, I
sounds
don't-
like she does.
Stuff, but- yeah.
My wife likes the wood too.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
loves it. Yeah. It's hot. So what's your favorite watering hole? Do you have a watering hole in Kelowna?
Kelowna, let's see. Well, actually, I was working at Penticton for about 6 years, so I just came back to Kelowna. But Kelowna, let's see, I gotta think, it's a good spot there. Well, that Brown Social House is pretty good there. That one on Birch, that's a good one.
That's kind of out of my range. Well,
But the
normally
packing house,
the pack-
is
I've been to the packing house twice this week already. So
yeah. I've had a few beer there over the years too.
well, if you like it there, we'll have to meet up there for sure.
Yeah, sure, that's good. Yeah, it's not far from me to get out there. Yeah,
It's
we
kind
had.
of it's in between. It's closer to me than you, but
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we had some pretty good Super Bowl parties in years gone by there at the packing house. Oh, yeah, down south it's cold. That's because you're closer to Antarctica, I guess.
30 degrees.
So what's-
Actually, minus 30 Fahrenheit is almost the same as minus 30 Celsius.
Yep, cold.
I think minus 40 is par.
Yeah, they're the same. Way too cold.
Yeah. I've done a lot of work up north in the oil fields, and
Oh yeah.
minus 40 was minus 40, whereas Fahrenheit or Celsius didn't matter. It's the same thing.
Single ball.
You a Scotch drinker?
Oh yeah. And I've got a little stash here. Let's see if I can turn the camera here. A little stash here in the shed.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. I never turned single malls again.
I got lots of Scotch here too. If you ever drop out, if you're ever in Vernon, you got to stop in.
Yeah, I like single malt. Yeah, my buddy lives up in Vernon there. He's got a business up in Vernon there. So
Bar's always open.
right on. Gotta just every time I move my little. Got my German-made tripod here. I bought it at the garage sale. So whereabouts do you live there, scrapping with kids there? What's the major city? I don't really know Australia that well. I actually know a few Australians, but it's a big continent. Well, I was going to say big country, but it's actually a continent. So.
Yeah, Gulf Coast is like it's too soft. Used to that Florida weather. 60 C, that's pretty, or 60 Fahrenheit, it's pretty deluxe.
Melbourne. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd love to go to Antarctica sometime too. That time they had I want to say like United Nations or stuff like that. They had like job postings in Antarctica. You'd go down there for like 6 months or something like that. But I don't know if I want to be there that long, but
Monica, you should check out plentyofwood.com. It's pretty good.
yeah.
Actually, I'm on Instagram watching all these guys, vlogger guys. Some cool stuff online, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what my dad did. He worked in the forestry industry his whole life there. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
mine as well. Actually, in Newfoundland. But
yeah.
what was he doing?
I mostly drove a logging truck there.
like logging, like the back road stuff.
Yeah, most in those days it was pretty well all off road there. So
From around here too. Then.
yeah, on the west side there. Then they used to have that log dump there at the on the west side there. So we usually hauled out into there.
Nice. I
Yeah,
love it.
that was kind of a career path for me. I worked in the few summers I worked in the bush there. But
So what you do mostly electrical groundwork and stuff, or
well, that's what I do now. I'm an electrical there, but
are you working by the airport? Is that where you're at now?
no, where our office is right downtown there. I just work in the office. So
I seen a video like a month ago. You're on site. Looked
Yeah.
like it was probably by the airport.
Well, yeah, that was out in Lake Country there. Oh, what's that called? Beaver Lake Road there. You know where they got all those warehouses and everything out there?
Beaver Lake.
Beaver Lake Road. Just you're going into Lake Country, and you're right, go down that hill there. There's a bunch of warehouses and stuff out there.
Coming your way or coming?
No,
my way?
if you're heading back home there, that first light you hit there in Whitfield. So if you were to go right there, go down that hill, that's where that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It kind of looked. I thought it was a bit by the airport because they're building all that up. Right
Yeah,
there.
no, it was north of the airport there.
Lake Country is just a drive-through for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I was. I was born and raised in Winfield. There, that's where I grew up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Hey,
Your
Ro.
folk-
Take care, buddy.
See you, Robot. So your folks from here too, then, or
Yep, yeah. My dad was born and raised here too.
holy, that must, yeah, it goes back a ways.
Yeah, a few changes over the years. I just wish our family had bought more property here or something.
Yeah, you could have bought it for peanuts back then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem here. If you're born here, everything stayed the same, and then it was about, I want to say like towards the 90s, all of a sudden it just took a trajectory like that. Like almost overnight, everything was like 10 times more than it was for years.
There's one property like close to me that, like where I am, they subdivided it all in 72, I think, and built up the area I am in like the early 70s.
Yep.
So it went from like a huge property to 10 lots or whatever. But there's one house right down on Cal Lake Beach that they never sold. She's probably got 5-6 acres down there. It's incredible property. But the people that own it are broke. They're like spending so much money on property tax they can barely afford to keep the place, right?
Yeah, that's the problem here now. Like a lot of people with these campgrounds and stuff like that are getting driven off just because they can't pay the taxes, right?
You get taxed out of it. Like all Vancouver, so many people down in Vancouver, the same thing. Like
You get taxed right out of your home.
get taxed out. Yeah, it's sad.
I mean, there used to be tons of those family-run campgrounds here, and it was a seasonal business and stuff like that. But they're few and far between now.
Yeah, Gulf Coast. I went to Home Depot today, and a 2x4 was like $9.88 or something. Insane.
Yeah, $10 for a 2x4.
Yeah, for a 2x4.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
You think of trying to build a new house or something, and
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Well, I think that's why the like all the houses that are built are selling so well. It's because you just can't afford to build a new one now. But eventually, like, you're not going to be able to afford to renovate them either. The way it's going.
yeah, I know exactly, and it's crazy.
I just don't know where all the money's coming from. That's what kills me.
Well, that's a whole different conversation right there. Try to keep the politics out of it, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's probably best.
I don't know, one of the guys, some of these guys in the chat might know Brass House.
Yep.
I don't know if you know Brass House. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does some videos.
Yep.
I've been talking to him. We've been emailing back and forth and stuff. He's been trying to buy a house down in Texas, and it's like he was saying it's crazy. They're like, you can't buy a house at asking price. It gets a bidding war, and it just goes like so much higher.
Yeah, but like the houses in Texas are a fraction of what they cost up here, though.
Well, I know, but still, it's like
Like
it's
I mean,
happening everywhere.
it might have changed it, but like say a $500,000 house in Texas. I mean, that's a nice house. Right?
Well, if you've been where you are for 30 years, you probably got a good deal.
Yeah, yeah.
I bought it at the right time. I moved out here. I was in Vancouver for 10 years before we came here. So we bought in 2010, and that was kind of right after that crash in that 08-09 crash. So prices were still not too bad, you know.
Yeah, well, my oldest son there, well, he's working on his second relationship, but him and his new gal there, they bought a house in West Kelowna there 2 years ago, I guess, and they just got in. They paid 5 something for it. Now his neighbor just sold his house for 7 something, right, in 2 years. Then my youngest son there, he bought a townhouse up in Glenmore. That was only last year before Christmas, and he got it for 5 something, and now they're selling there's 2 come up for sale since, and they're 6 something.
So how many kids you got?
Just 2 boys.
2 boys, yeah. And how old are they?
The oldest 31 and 24.
Yeah, it goes fast. I got a
Yeah.
14-year-old now and a 10-year-old. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Next thing you know, they'll be moving
They're
on.
not going to move out because you can't afford a freaking place to go.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
You're gonna have to share that room forever if you don't want to move out. That's your boys' room. So they'll motivate them to like bust their ass and get out there, but we'll see.
Monica.
Matt, what's up, buddy?
Monica, how are you?
Hey, Steve Straight, how you doing?
Good. What's
Yeah,
going
the
on
oldest,
over there?
he worked up in the tar sands there for about 5 years, so he was able to build up a nest egg there. And then my youngest one,
Alberta.
yeah. So my youngest one, after he got his degree there, he lived with us for about 4 years there. So same idea, he was able to build a nest egg. So,
Nice.
but that's what it takes now, though. I mean, it's like my youngest son there, he's got his degree and everything, but we, were able to help him get. So he came out of it debt free. So that was.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah, when he was a little toddler, we started saving right away, just in case he.
Yeah, we did too. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, if you don't have that, I mean, it's really hard for kids now to try and get him. I had a tall.
Gulf Coast says $200K for a new home. That's decent, except that's American dollars, freedom dollars.
Yeah, it's catching up though.
That's about
Hey, go,
300 Canadian pesos.
Well,
like
the dollar's up to 83, so that's about say 20.
it is coming up. Yeah, they're spending so much money that our dollar's probably going to pass them at some point.
Yeah.
Although Trudeau's not
too
back
far
either.
No, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so like 200 is probably 240, 250 up here. But I mean, right now, like here, you'd be hard pressed to buy a mobile home for that in a park.
We got in at like 2010 for 380, but it's a fixer upper. So
Yeah.
But I mean, still a lot. Still painful.
It's something.
Where are you at, Steve? That it's still sunlight.
I'm in British Columbia.
Yeah, Steve's about, I don't know, an hour that far from me. Hour and a half.
Because it's like 7 o'clock here and it's still light. And
Yeah,
I'm
it's 7
just-
o'clock here.
Yeah,
Are
same.
you?
Okay.
You're
We're on the
Where are
same
you?
coast. I'm in Cali.
Yeah,
in
mine-
California. Yeah.
Yeah. Northern California. Yeah.
Just just north of you. You got to go through.
You know, she's kind of our neighbor, Steve.
Yeah. Just got to go
Kinda.
through Oregon,
West
Washington, and then you come
Yeah.
see
You
us.
know, it's a little longer drive, but she's still
We're like 3 states away.
which is nothing. Nothing. So, Monica, you're back in your house again and everything? That's
Yeah, we're at the hotel, although I miss the hotel greatly.
like you were in a hotel for like what, 6 months, I want to say, or something like that?
February, March, April. Just over almost 4 months. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. My parents were longer. They were in the hotel from like October till until they were in there since October 25th or something. So they had longer than me. I was trying to hang out here so the house wasn't empty at night because my dad was freaking out, but
Yeah.
it just got to be too much and I didn't, trying to rent to the hotel to go to the bathroom.
Sounds like a flood or something you had there, right?
No, we just had a problem with the toilet, but I mean, it was just the worst experience possible with on the insurance end, the worst insurance adjuster. And I know there's COVID going on and everything, but oh my God, she was just like the worst. She wasn't getting back, and then the contractor was the same way, and it just it was I say it's karma to my dad. It's your own karma for how you treat people. You got shitty like response, but
Yeah, I don't think
Like I
there's
said.
any good insurance experiences actually.
well, you would think that the insurance company wouldn't want to pay triple the
Yeah.
amount that it was to even do the repairs in hotel costs, right? I mean, they're supposed to be making money, but
Yeah.
they allowed it. It was 3 times, at least 3 times the cost to fix the house they paid in hotel costs.
Hmm.
So
So how's that going to affect your premiums and stuff going forward?
it's not mine, it's my dad's, but it shouldn't affect anything because it was on their end.
Yeah.
So, but and they, it wasn't the best job. Had I not been looking, the guy putting in the like the cement board on the bottom before the tile,
Yeah.
he ran out of board, so he was using the tile because we don't have a straight tub. Our tub kind of like it's very old. It like kind of curves in. So he was using that last piece along the wall. So the very end of the wall, all the cement board wasn't like flush to the wall. And I'm like, wait a minute. We don't want board that's missing pieces underneath. And so they had to go get another piece of cement board because we're not going to have like these missing pieces along. Anyway, it was just like, you see, had I not been paying attention, you see where they would cut corners.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I mean that's just going to create problems again down the road.
Yeah, I mean, it would be different. It was like, if we're gonna have problems, it's gonna be somewhere along the edges, right?
Yeah.
Where water drips down and gets to the 2nd or 3rd level, and it was just, I don't know. I don't think that they were licensed, 100% contracted employees that were doing that work. It was just kind of lower level, maybe apprenticeship kind of people doing it. So you
Yeah.
just have to watch everything. It was awful, but
Unfortunately,
I enjoyed my time at the hotel.
It's pretty hard to get anybody competent to do that kind of work.
Right. I don't know where they get their help or whatever, but anyway, it was just kind of messed up on both ends. You really have to watch every, as much as people say, oh, you can't be looking over the shoulder of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You have
kinda
be
got
looking
to,
over the
for sure.
shoulder,
Yeah, if it's your
Yeah.
stuff, you gotta be, because nobody else will.
right?
So I try to do all my own work myself, but
Hey, see you later, scrapping with kids. Have a nice drive.
yeah, see
I
you, buddy.
struggle with kids.
That's why YouTube's so awesome. Like if you got a problem, you go on there and search for it, and
and try and figure out how to fix it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do. And if I could spend $200 to hire a guy to fix something, and I could buy a tool for $200 that's specific to that job, then I'll just buy the tool and figure out how to do it.
Yeah, that's the problem. You hire the guy and he still does it wrong, and then you end up fixing it yourself anyway. So,
Right.
but yeah, that's it's kind of a nightmare out there when the renovations. It seems to be totally unregulated.
Well, I've had too many beers. We had the
Never.
insurance. We had the insurance. We
Can't
had
even
the
talk.
insurance suggested. Well, these beers are like 14.6%.
What are you drinking?
They're Bourbon County Stouts.
Holy smokes.
These are delicious.
Looks like a wine
It's
bottle.
stout, but
I
it's
think you're
like-
supposed to put it in like a little wine glass.
No, they're definitely pint glasses, so you need like a large
Oh,
glass.
Jesus.
But they're
It's hardcore.
strong. They are.
Sorry, I
strong.
cut you
They're
off. I
delicious.
apologize.
Oh no, it's okay. They have like caramel and vanilla and smoke notes. It's It's one of those dark beers. You have to like it.
I like that.
I drink the Yankee beers now. They're still 5% in Canada though.
Yeah.
Not like the Yankees. They just drink the 4% stuff.
Yeah, when
These are 14.6%.
That's
Way have to
crazy.
be. And I've had two, which is normally you don't have. I only have one.
Yeah,
But it is a
that's
holiday
shot glass
weekend,
stuff
so.
here for me.
Well, my sister
Right.
ran out of her drink. She's all, "What do you have in your room to drink?" I'm all, "I have some Jack Green Apple. You want some of that?" She said, "Yeah."
I lived in the States, there every Friday I drive by this liquor store and they had a big sign there that PBR was $3.99 for a 24 pack. So I was in.
Insane. Oh my god.
That was a Friday ritual.
These were
24 pack.
these are $13.99 each.
Oh, that's quite a big though. It's about 500 milliliters or something. Eh?
It's a pint, I guess.
Yeah.
A pint and no, it's a pint and 9 fluid ounces. So,
Yeah, it'd be about 500 milliliters, something like that.
but I bought 3 cases of them because they were hard to find in the West Coast, and I just love them. So I've been slowly having one, like a couple of every week. So I'm supposed to be mailing out to some people. I hope I don't drink them all before I mail them.
It happens.
Whoopsie, I drank your beer, so sorry. Maybe next time. It comes out every year, which I didn't. This is my first year drinking.
You know what? It's the thought.
Get you a
Right?
Well,
Man,
they shouldn't like hold me to it when I'm on a live stream and I'm drunk, and I say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll send you some beers." That shouldn't be like something that like is holding up in
Oh.
court because.
Hey, buddy.
Holy shit.
Stuck in on me.
Dude, I was racing home to make sure I could make this one because when you guys started talking about coming down here, my house is on the way down to where you're going. Stop on by. I'll get all the maple syrup, bacon, and all the stuff you guys need if you like home. You know what I'm saying?
I'm coming, man. I'm on my way. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Dude, if you
Bacon.
come
Can't
through
go wrong.
the,
Hand me a bacon.
Minnesota, you know,
Yep.
I think there was a checkpoint there in Minnesota. If you come through there, it's like 12 hours to my house. And I'm like an hour and a half north of Chicago,
So you in Illinois or Michigan? There.
Illinois. I
Illinois.
was working in Michigan.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're on, is Illinois on the lakes, right?
Yeah.
It's like southern.
Yeah, because you got Wisconsin, and I'm right below Wisconsin. You got the UP, and then Wisconsin, and then I'm below Wisconsin. Where are you from, Monica?
I'm in Cali. I'm in Northern California.
Oh, are you? I worked up and down the West Coast a little bit. I worked in Oregon and Washington. So
Oh my god.
Nice.
If you're ever back there, you better fucking let me know. I'll come see you.
yeah, I told Cruiser Mac I'll get a canoe out and I'll come right across that sucker and come visit.
Get a surfboard. Get a surfboard. You could ride the whole way up. And be like,
Yeah, actually, when I was
Yeah.
younger, I worked in Illinois for 3 years. There, I was. You know where Clinton, Illinois is? Decatur, that area.
That's below me, man. I work a nuke outage there every year.
Yeah, I worked at that
Yeah.
nuclear plant there in Clinton. There.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm
have friends
sorry.
in Toledo. I
That's a
haven't seen
bad
them.
one, dude.
Yeah,
But it's
it was all new.
Byron.
When I was there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Because Byron, the one that's out of my old local, that one is like the flagship right now. It's
Yeah.
the cleanest. It's the best. Clinton and Dresden, like they're towards Chicago. Those things are filthy, man. I mean, like radiation wise, filthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. When I was
Everything's hot.
like
No worse than
coming out of the ground when I worked there. I
no
worked
worse than
exactly.
Chernobyl.
worked there for 3 years.
Yeah, dude. Well, I went back. I had to make a weld underneath the reactor head in Clinton.
Yeah.
It was just 1.25 Inconel socket weld. That's all it was. And they hired 30 of us to stand in the line, because once you hit your dose, you got to leave.
Gotta get back up. Yeah.
And we went through
Oh
a
my
month and a
God.
half. Yeah, we went through a month and a half of mock-up, right? Where we're practicing this before we get in the bubble suits and all this other crazy stuff.
That's
And
messed
I
up,
was
dude.
joking with the guy because they have you on a headset, and so they're talking to you through the headset while you're going through the plant and what have you. But when we were in mock-up, I joked with the guy. I said, so what happens if I stick my head up right here? He goes, it'll cook your brain in 30 seconds. Do what you want, he told me. So I'm like, all right, well, I won't put my head up here. So it comes
Holy
the day where it comes to the day where we have to go back there and make this weld. And I'm like number 14. And 10 guys in a row didn't even touch the pipe before they were dosed out, and they had to leave. One guy got it tacked up, and one guy maybe got a quarter of the root in it. So then it was my turn. So I mean, they put you through a mock-up that was so intense that you probably could have ran through the plant with your eyes closed, So I'm running through, I'm dipping, diving, just like we were doing in the mock-up, and I get back there, I get the torch up there, I start tigging, and all my alarms start going off. And I was just about starting. I was like halfway through the fill pass to get it done. I just kept going. And they're screaming at you on the headset, get out of there. What are you doing? I just kept on going. I got it done, and I started running, Well, I get to the step-off pad where where you start taking all your stuff off. I see the two guards come around the corner. I'm like, uh-oh, So I'm taking off my stuff, and I get on the step-off pad. I just kind of start walking to the left, and those guards go, hey, are you Seth Jensen? I said, yep. And they said, you're coming with us. And I said, oh, shit. Now we've done it.
God damn.
But they bring you up to the red carpet where everybody yells at you, And so I get up there, and they're like, why did you disobey a direct order from the NCR and all this stuff? And I'm like, I said, look at it. I said, I was like number 13 or 14. Nobody even got back there to hardly touch that pipe. There was 16 guys left behind me. I said, how far do you think you were going to go with this? I went over 25 millirim, and they're freaking out about it. 25 millirim. And because it's still like if you go over your dose, it's all paperwork on them. I said, the way I see it is I saved you dose, But, oh, man, was that a mess for a week or two. But
You're hardcore. That's crazy shit, dude.
I was in that reactor all through that before they loaded today.
Oh yeah.
When I was there, we had an accident there. The guys that were in there working on it, coffee break, the guy threw his torch down. Didn't realize he cracked his valve a little bit. So they came back after coffee there, and he fired his torch up. Well, it's such a confined area, like the whole building shook, right? And we're wondering, what the hell was that? So there's 2 of them got killed there just from that.
Yeah, there's still an electrician in prison from that nuke when it was getting built.
Yeah.
He signed off on some paperwork saying, yeah, they ran the right cable, blah, 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 but it was too small. They considered it like a terrorist act or whatever. You lied on a federal document because all that stuff that you sign in nuclear plants, all federal documents.
Yeah, I ran a lot of cable in there, but I didn't sign anything.
Yeah, that's the best thing, man. It's like, no, I don't think I was there at that time, because they want you to sign everything. And it's just like, nah, dude. I've been in enough trouble with these guys.
When I was there was, I think, 625 electricians there when I was there.
Yeah, it sounds a little light, though.
Well,
usually it's 1,000 per craft.
Yeah. But yeah, like I say, it hadn't hit the peak yet when I was there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, the coal burner we put up in outside of St. Louis, I was there for almost 3 years. Two 750 watt megawatt boilers. You know, the turbines were 750 megawatts, and there was 4,600 people both shifts on that job. Yep. If you didn't tie it down or lock it down, it was gone the next day. Let me tell you that much. Your lead would be gone, your tools would be gone, everything would be gone, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, when I was at that Clinton job, there was I don't know what he was, a welder or something.
I'll be right back. My niece,
Hey,
my
Monica.
sister and her niece and nephews are. I just be right back.
So, anyways, this guy decided he was going to steal a set of oxyacetylene hoses, right? So he had his buddy wrap them all around his body. Then he put
that story.
his Carhartt jacket on and everything, right? So he's walking out to the gate. Well, he had a little too tight. He couldn't breathe properly, right? So he gets to the gate. He passes out. So they come up there. They, what the hell? They must be having a heart attack. So they open him up while he's all wrapped up in this acetylene hose.
Yeah. Dude, guys will try to do that with 50-foot sections of welding lead, and they pass out before they get to the gate, too. It's like, haven't you heard the stories? This isn't like Beetlejuice, man. This stuff's for real. You will choke yourself. It's like a snake. You know, it just starts getting – so we tried it one time just to walk around the power block, and let me tell you what, I started getting like really, you know, it was starting to choke me out just walking around the block, you know. It's like, oh, man, these guys are stupid. But, oh, well. You know, you're making 3-4 grand a week, and you want to steal
Yeah, you still got
a 50-foot section of welding lead. What's wrong with you? You know, but
yeah. When I started there, I had all these apprentices there, and they were, oh yeah, you know, do you mind if we take the bunny? And you know, what are you talking about, bunny? And but that was the copper wire, right?
yep.
These guys, the hardest they work all day, they would cut this copper wire up, and then this one guy I worked with, he had his thermos, and it was all hollowed out, so you stick it full of copper in there, and you put the top back on.
Yeah, that's right. When you're an apprentice, you learn to carry a couple Dorito bags with you.
Yeah,
So then you take all the scrap and you put it in the Doritos bag, and then you put it in your lunchbox.
Yeah.
You know, because in all the trades, like in this area, Wisconsin, stuff like that, the apprentices get the scrap
yeah.
because they don't make much money. So they get all the scrap, and they just got to find a way to get it out. You know what I mean? It's all part of the trade.
One piece at a time.
One piece at a time. I tell you what, I filled up many.
71, 72, 33.
But yeah, they have
I filled up many.
through, so you got to open your lunchbox and everything.
Yep. But dude, I filled up many of 5-gallon buckets of copper pipe and wire just coming out in my pockets. Just shove your pockets as full as you can, and
It's tempting. I know I work on sites too. It's so tempting because it's everywhere. You're not allowed to take it.
Yeah.
So nobody gives a shit, and they just throw it everywhere. Like to be like,
yeah.
I go to these mines, like, and they're doing these big electric shovels, and it's all like DC copper wires that are that big, just on the ground,
Yeah.
and nobody cares,
With
right?
the 3 big ones running through the middle.
They don't give
Those
a
3
shit.
big
It's
wires
like,
that yeah. Them are
like you
sweet,
got to drive
dude.
across
Yeah.
when they're running the diggers. They'll run a cable across the haul road, and they'll put like a ramp so you can drive over them. But the cables are like that
Sure.
big; they're huge.
Yeah.
And
Heck
that
yeah.
shit's everywhere. Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
those-
Like,
I think the electricians at that last job, they gave me a chunk of wire about 14, 15 inches long. It was that big stuff with the 3 big cables running through there, like 1 inch. And I think the sucker weighs like 12 pounds for like a foot little piece. You know what I mean? It's like, holy cow. But I told them what I was using it for, and for when I get around to doing Sharks project, those 3-inch shells. So
what are you
since
gonna
there's
do
not
with
that many
those?
people, since there's not that many people on here, I'll give up some secrets, man. Through the comments and stuff, because dude, after I kind of a sentimental guy, so it's like I tell a long story. I'm sorry.
I love it, dude. I
Like-
fucking listen to you every day, man. If you made a
But,
video every
dude-
day, I'm listening.
Thank you, by the way. But once once I like, oh man, these would be so cool to melt down, right? When I'm doing the video, and I started thinking after the video is over with, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, and I'm like, wait a minute, you know, I started going, what happened if the guy that loaded these didn't make it home? What happens if this round saved 200 guys trying to get to the beach? What if, right? So I really turned my gears around and knew within about a half hour that those are not mine. Shark might have given them to me, but they're not mine. They're everybody. So
my opinion,
the one
brother, I'd hate to see you melt them.
Oh no, I'm not gonna melt them. Like I said, I'm long in the tooth, man. Here comes the story. But
no, give her.
I'm gonna make right, dude. But I'm gonna make lamps out of them, and I'm gonna make one.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make one for Shark, and I think we're gonna drive. I'm gonna talk to him, make sure this is okay. But I think we might actually drive it to him. We'll drive from Illinois to Florida and get, because I don't trust the mail. I don't trust the mail. Good Lord. But
that'd be pretty awesome.
The other one I'm gonna turn into like a POW lamp. And then since they're from the Navy, there's a Navy drinking club. I'm not sure what, you know, it's a club where all the Navy guys go and hang out, you know. I'm gonna bring it down to them and tell them, you know, hey, why don't you keep the lights on for your guys? You know what I mean? Here, you know, tell them.
Man, that'd be
like
so
I said,
cool, dude.
You know, those aren't mine. You know, they're not. They're a piece of history. Whether you're for wars or against wars, they're still a piece of history. And guys lived and died by those things. And
definitely,
like I said,
man. Definitely.
You know, you think about. I mean, it was surreal, man. It almost brought a tear to my eye. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't even cry at my own dad's funeral, but it almost brought a tear to my eye because you're holding something. It still had fingerprints on it, man. It had handprints on the brass.
Sick, cool. Yeah.
So it's like it was an overwhelming feeling of that. It's like I can't explain it. You know, when you're holding something that might have saved 1,000, it might have killed 1,000. You know, the guy that loaded it might not have made it home. There's too many what ifs. So if I erase those from history, I'd probably need to get drop kicked in the nuts. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say the same shit to you, man. I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, oh God, I hope you don't melt them. They're
the only thing that I've been struggling with going over these things is like I've got a buddy laying out bases and making bases for him right now and stuff. And I'm gonna cast a big copper bullet, you know, to put in the thing for the lamp to set, you know, the bulb to sit on and stuff.
That'd be awesome.
But oh yeah, dude. But what my biggest thing is I'm going over and over again is, do I polish them or do I leave them alone? You know, everything I put on it, like, you know, I'm gonna do Shark's little design, maybe an anchor. I thought about doing an anchor and then doing like some mail chain rope around the anchor and stuff out of copper wire. But it's like, do I polish the shell or just I leave them the way they are? Because like I said, there's handprints on one of them. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like I've been really struggling with that. You know, so that's a hard one for me.
You could pull it off. You could pull it off, and it'd be awesome. But
yeah, I just leave. I wouldn't pull it. Just leave them the way they are.
Yeah,
they're so cool. Like, yeah, man. If you make something out of those things, then that's what you definitely need to do. That, like,
yeah. Oh yeah, cool. I knew. Like I said, I knew within a half hour of messing with them after that mail call video, because you know you guys saw them the same time I did, basically. You know what I mean? I open up most of that stuff right on the camera. If a note falls out, I keep that, you know, between me and you, or you know. But no, I knew within a half hour, dude, that they weren't mine. They weren't gonna get melted down.
Oh shit! I'm glad to hear that, man.
History.
I'm glad to hear that. Definitely.
There might have been millions of them shot, but you know what? Those two are what we have right here. So just give one back to Shark and go give one to the Navy guys down the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully there's never another one shot again, and you got the last two. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
right.
They're cool as hell.
I mean, Yeah, they are. A lot of people are like, oh, you're gonna get too political or too something. I'm like, I don't care, man. I love this country. I love our allies. And when things happen, they happen. And you might not agree with it, but you got to support these people. Some of these guys are going over. They don't want to be over there either. So
Right.
the last thing anybody wants is to be forgotten. Let's say. So you
Yeah.
come home, you get treated like crap. You're over somewhere that you might not want to, even be at, and you're just happy to be home and alive. And you got people in your face saying all this bad stuff to you. I just, that bothers me. It bothers me
Yeah.
bad, but that's just me. I'm not trying to push my views on anybody else.
My grandmother was American, and my uncle was a Marine, and he died before I met him, but he was a Marine, and so I got a ton of respect for that too. And when I seen those shells, I was like, "Oh my god, I hope you don't melt those things."
I probably would have got.
They're too cool. They're too
they're
awesome.
too cool, man.
You got so much other shit you can melt. Like, you don't have to melt those things. You can make something awesome out of them.
I've probably got 400 pounds of copper sitting in my basement, not even melted yet.
Yeah.
And probably another 200-300 pounds of brass that I haven't even touched. Red brass. So
there you go. You can
I
find
saw
some.
that axe you did for Dan Candy Scrapping. That was hella cool. Oh no, that was Steve Strait, right? You made that like axe hammer for Candy Scrapping, right?
Yeah, I sent him a couple. Yeah, actually 3.
Yeah, I got mine.
3.
Yep.
It's all backwards.
Mac, aren't those just perfect?
Yeah.
Don't you think they're perfect, Cruiser?
Well, I was
Just the
gonna
way
clean
they
them up.
are.
Just gotta
I was
clean
gonna
it up.
clean them
No.
up. I was gonna clean them up and make them nice, and then you were like, "No, leave, send them." And then
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I got a spot for it already here.
actually, hey, Seth, you're on here. I got to show you this shit. Hope my internet don't drop out. Hold on, let me
As
show
soon
you
as your
this.
video's over with, I was hammering you on Instagram. It was like, no, don't clean mine. Don't clean mine.
You know the piece that was left over, the round table piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put it up on my woodshed. Hold on, see if I can find it.
Oh, yeah?
Where are you? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
I can't see it. You
I
froze for me.
somebody froze.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool, man.
I got to hang it. I got the. I'm trying to figure the camera out. I got the block there that
Early.
the neighbor kids come over. They throw axes at it and stuff. So I got that on the
That's
ground for
cool.
them. But I got the round table. I got the round table up on the shed. So
That's
one
so
of these,
cool, man.
one of those is yours. I made another one for Mac that wasn't at that piece, but I still got it and made a couple
He's still,
for
he's still with me.
Dan.
Might have missed
I wonder
you
if
saying
this-
goodnight. Sorry.
Monica. No.
I know. I'm sorry. It's these beers. I like my eyes aren't even open, are they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're good.
Now, what part of California are you from, Monica?
I'm Northern California, like South Bay.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So it's not as it's hot there, but it's not as hot, huh?
It's warm today, yeah. And I've been drinking these beers
Yeah.
that are like 14.6%, so I'm kind of lit.
Ooh.
They're from Maryland, though. They're Goose Island, Bourbon County Stout.
Maryland.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you start getting up there close to Canada and Canadians, man. I worked with 2 Canadians in Florida. Oh my God, those guys could drink. Woo! They told me, they said, hey, you mind if we have a couple of our buddies come down and visit? I said, not a problem, right? So these guys, these six guys from Canada fly down. We pick them up at the airport, and we bring them back to the campground because we were renting campers right next to the job.
Uh-huh.
And those guys started drinking. I'd start drinking with them. Well, he had the next day off. I didn't. I had to go to work. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go. I got to go to bed, right? They're like, oh, just a couple more. Well, a couple more turns into,
Yeah.
So I didn't even make it into the travel trailer. You know how the step has like the X grid on there so you don't slip? Well, I must have thought that was comfortable. So I laid my face right down on that sucker, woke up with the doggone waffle iron face, and them guys were still drinking. Oh, you want another beer? I said, get out of here. I got to go to work. You know what I mean? These guys could drink. Whew. Man, could they drink.
Yeah, when
And fun.
I was working with these guys from New England there, and they said, "Yeah, man, we love your accent." I said, "I don't have an accent. You guys have the accent."
Yeah. Heck, you get up
Illinois.
you get up in Minnesota, everybody sounds like you guys.
Yeah.
You know, that whole little across the northern part of the United States.
It's that whole Fargo voice. Huh?
Yeah, I got that
Fargo
thing going on. Yeah.
Well, I did a coal burner outage. I forget what town it was, but it was where the Mississippi, you could step across the Mississippi. It was so close to Canada. I think they said we were 45 minutes from Canada.
Yeah.
And those guys sounded just like all of you.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's probably close to Manitoba or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you do a Boston accent or what?
You're getting ready to do something, ain't you? I saw those shifty eyes.
I'm trying to pee, man. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spotted you a mile away. That old look around. No.
I can't do it, boss.
Good guys. That outage was great, dude. Opening day of walleye season was the first day of the outage, and there wasn't a single local hand to be found on that job. They all went fishing. It was just the travelers working that day. I was like, oh my gosh. They all left. It's like, okay, I guess we're working by ourselves today.
Right.
Well, you know what they say. I'd rather be in a boat thinking about Jesus than in church thinking about fishing.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I don't know about that, but I know any day fishing is better than the worst day fishing is better than the best day.
Best day working. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love fishing.
I love to fish too.
Man, I love fishing.
What do you fish for, Seth?
Well, it depends on where. Like around here, a lot of catfish, bass. You know, you can find some holes with some walleye and stuff in it, but you know, you got your crappie and things like. But if you go over to the Mississippi River, you can get into some other stuff. But like when I was down in Louisiana, let's stretch it out there.
I'm trying to stop the yawns.
Are we boring you?
Yawning.
But down in Louisiana, we were fishing those reds pretty hard.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that. Mm-mm.
Do you use like lead sinkers?
Yep.
Lead weights?
What?
Yeah, there's some places though they've outlawed treble hooks. Like you go to some places you can't use treble hooks because so many people step on them and stuff. You know, like around the beaches and stuff like that.
Yeah. Treble hooks are a thing of the past up here.
For jigging, they still use them back east to Newfoundland.
BC is probably well done.
It's just like a big chunk of lead with a bunch of big hooks, and you're just out in the door.
Yeah, snag hook.
Oh, well, and they come around and you
go. We call it. Yep,
it's pretty awesome fishing, though.
You're out snagging.
It's pretty amazing,
especially if you hook one in the tail.
Actually, no, San Francisco Bay though, that's actually pretty good fishing in there. I was down there a few years ago. I was talking to a guy. Yeah, actually good fishing right around that bay, whatever they call that bay. Are you north of that?
Alcatraz is?
Are you quite a bit north of San Francisco?
Yeah, you're gonna pull up some bodies off Alcatraz out here.
Come on, move your butt. This cat
no, but my favorite fish is northern. I'll eat that. I love eating northern, man. Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah, not much for pike where we're at, but that's mostly a prairies thing.
Yeah.
But like we're Gulf Coast and stuff down there in Louisiana and Florida, man. Oh, the fishing is unreal down there, dude. We were catching like 48-inch redfish off the beach, dude. You get those beach poles; they're like 12 foot long, and you wing them out there with some shrimp and what they call a spider weight. And those reds, like right when the sun would go down, you had to be ready. They'd start hitting. And I mean, those reds at 46, 48-inch. I mean, we could feed like all 6 guys for like 2 days off one fish.
Yeah.
One fish.
Right.
Yeah, I remember in Illinois there. I forget what the river was. The guy went down there one night there, and they shot a light on the river, and all those gar come up. So they shoot them
Yeah,
up.
that's by the Mississippi.
Yeah.
They shoot
Are they
Yeah.
good eating? The gar?
I don't think
I
so.
was watching
I don't
a
think
couple.
they-
I was watching a couple shows, the alligator hunters or whatever, and they're like fishing gar with like they'd use like water bottle for a weight and just like throw a hook in and let it sit there and come back the next day.
Yeah.
Have you
If you
watched those
smoke
shows?
They're not bad. No. I haven't seen that show. But if you like smoking a carp, a smoked carp ain't bad. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't bad, dude. But smoked gar's not bad. But just to like grill
It's like
it
a-
or
is
cook
it a-
it.
Gar just
Is it a
doesn't
white
sound
fish?
good.
Oh man, they're
Is it a
ugly,
white-
man. Look it up, Monica, what they look like. They look like they have like crocodile head.
Oh, they're
Yeah, I
They
kind
look
of
like
remember
it's
them.
pork.
That's what I'm saying. They don't look tasty at all. Like,
Well, no fish
throw it
looks
back.
tasty. I never seen a fish that looks tasty before.
Well, some of them are pretty looking, you know. They got the nice rainbow shimmer in their.
You ever see a
Yeah.
shrimp?
Dolphin fish are pretty. Or what
Well,
do they call them now?
it's the funny fish, the good looking fish. We don't eat them, right? So
I forget what they call dolphin now. There's a fish, it's got that square head on it.
Yeah,
Gulf Coast.
yeah, they're called dolphins.
Mai mai.
Mahi
They call it
Mahi.
mai mai now. That
That's,
is some good eating right there.
the Hawaii fish, isn't it?
Yeah, they get pretty big, those things too, 40, 50 pounds.
Oh yeah, they get huge. I caught one that was about 30 inches long, and they were like, "Oh, this is a baby. Throw it back." I said, "What?" Like, yeah.
I want to eat
Okay.
that sucker.
Heck, I don't even know. I'm figuring all this stuff out, guys. This computer stuff. I think I see the comments.
Hey Seth, let me see your ink.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
from
just old
StreamYard. If you just
old stuff. This one's all
Like
burnt
prison?
out from welds.
Prison
want some
tattoos
new
or what?
ink, too.
No, not prison. Youthful indiscretion days, let's call it.
You're pretty. You got nice sleeves. You're almost full, right? You got.
Yeah, that lot of
I've
lot
been
of
trying to
stuff
check
that
out your
was
videos and I can
earned
see
back
all
in
your.
the day. Yeah, they're
You haven't
actually
done one lately, or what? When was the last time you got one?
I long like 25 when I was like 25.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's been a
I've
couple
got
decades,
appointments.
But I'd love some
They-
new ink.
They'll remove them all for free. So
You
I'm
would
gonna
do
go
that,
and-
would you?
I hear the removals
Oh, yeah,
more
they're-
painful than the actual.
Yeah, I think,
tattoo.
yeah, I've heard that.
You're not gonna take them off
Yeah.
though, would you?
yeah, they're they don't mean very nice stuff. So
Are you just on the
I wanna
arms?
get
Is
rid of
this
them.
your arms, or do you have them like every?
Oh, I got it. Yeah, my arms, and I got one on my chest. But yeah, they were the quote unquote earned ones back in the day. So it wasn't a very proud point in my life. You know what I mean?
Hey man,
Yeah, I have one on my ankle I'd like to cover up, but with
wear
COVID
with pride.
and
Doesn't
everything,
matter,
I'm
man.
not, like,
Doesn't matter.
willing to, like,
Yeah.
have it covered up. So.
Yeah,
I think
it's
they're cool.
never appealed to me for whatever reason, but they're too
I
permanent.
think
Yeah.
the ink, and if you
Oh.
like do something that's personal, and there are some gorgeous tattoos out there with color, and even in
Oh,
the
yeah.
black, just the black with shading and stuff, they're gorgeous. But when they just throw whatever on, you know,
Yeah.
it's got to be
Mhm.
meaningful to you. And
I
At the
don't know.
time,
I
even
mean,
the
because
one I want to cover up was meaningful to me. But
I
It's
had
art.
most
It's
of
art.
mine before I was even 18.
yeah. See, and I didn't
So
get my
no
first one until I
thought.
was like 27. So, and I only
Yeah.
have 3, but
Well, I just
uh,
yeah.
but
As
I
long
have
as you
some
got
really
room enough for a
goddamn
brand,
sweet- Will you
right?
stop? Stop it. This cat of mine. For
Yeah,
a
I think I
brand,
only got one. I think I only gotten one tattoo when it was legal for me to get it.
legal.
The rest of
It's
them were all when I
illegal out
was
there?
young.
Oh,
Let me see this shit. I want to see it. I've been trying to
Oh,
check
is
out
it?
your videos.
Yeah, most of them are burnt out by
come
weld.
on, move. Go ahead.
Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one almost all the way came off with the weld. Like I had a chiclet blanket fall out of me and just burnt my whole arm up. So 400-degree blanket fall wrapped around my arm and just turned my arm into a complete blister. You know.
If I could
They all
show
got a
you.
story though, right?
Oh yeah, they're not good stories.
Yeah. So they say, you know,
All right. We'll
scar.
save that for a different live stream then. I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hey, you're almost like one of them Broadway ladies.
What was she just doing?
I have ankle tattoos.
Do you?
I can't get it out there. Yeah.
Come on, show us.
No, it's just like a cat face without like the outline. It's just the eyes. And
I can't see it. I gotta see it. Come on. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I'm too drunk to put my foot up there.
No, you can do it.
Haven't
Come
heard that
on,
one
let's,
before.
I
Let's
tried.
see
I
it.
tried. Let me see.
You can do it. Come on.
With my patriotics, I was wearing red, white, and blue today. See, but it's kind of
Oh,
like
here we go. Here we go. Chat. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
that's
Awesome.
a cat face. But the other one's like a comedy tragedy. Smile now, cry later. You know, I got that one like right before I found Jesus. So then I said, "Oh, my life before Jesus, and my life after Jesus." But I like to cover that up with like a cool daisy and just make the faces more like the greenery leaf on the bottom. And then I have one that's a big cross with a star in the middle of the cross, and then in the middle of the star is a heart, and it's like the Lord brought a shining star into my heart for someone who was in my life who's no longer in my life. He passed away like I think I was 29. It was a month before his 28th birthday. So
Sorry to hear
I
that.
have
Well, there you
some-
go.
a long time ago.
See, they all mean something. They all have a
Yeah,
story.
they all have a story behind them, and I've got a cat, and I said, oh, I thought the design on the robe and the slippers that my cousin had given me was cool for a cat design, so that's that one on the ankle, but definitely could have done it better. I'd like one of those, the cat, it's really kind of feminine. It's like a black cat, and you see it's kind of from like the back view, and it's kind of looking over its shoulder.
I can't
and it's
see.
just-
Let me see.
No, I'm trying to describe it.
I know. I'm trying to see you, like looking down. Come on, show us. Come on, show us.
Yeah.
I don't have it. It's something I would like.
Doesn't exist yet.
It doesn't
Come on. Don't be shy. Show us.
I don't have it on me. It's just something I would like.
No.
But it's very
Oh.
feminine, kind of the back of a cat that's sitting down and kind of looking over its shoulder. It's
Yeah.
the silhouette. That's what I would like. That one. But I have another one I'd like right here on my wrist. It's like
Like a street copper 11.
two hearts.
one?
Two hearts. It's like,
That was gonna be painful though. That was gonna be painful.
Yeah.
let me see.
Like I
Yeah,
say,
the wrists aren't too bad. My back wasn't too bad. The ankles actually weren't too bad that I remember. But
just something that never appealed to me, but
Yeah.
people like them,
let me
whatever.
see.
I think they're awesome.
They get
I think they're
addictive.
great.
They're like anything, you get one and then you want another. But I think you really should think about, where it's placed and how you would want it, because at some point, it's gonna not be there.
Because,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
just look
there's-
back and
there's-
remember where you were when you did it. I think
So I
Like
would
Seth.
love these. These, let me see. Oh shoot, too bright. Let me see.
you got the you got the tats. That's your story from the
I would love
past or
these
whatever. It
two
doesn't
hearts.
matter. I think
These
they're
two
great.
hearts on me.
Oh, the negative space.
Just the two hearts. Yeah. It's
All right, I'm gonna
something
make you a
harmless.
branding iron, and then Seth's gonna do street copper.
And then I'm gonna
We'll
come
put-
and stick my butt out, and then you'll get the tattoo on me.
We'll
right?
brand a herd on you. Cruiser
Only if
Max
Cruiser
gonna
Mac
do one.
does it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's only gonna hurt for about 3 days, and that's it.
That's okay.
After
Sometimes
that, you'll be
The
fine.
pain is nice, you know. It's a good.
I couldn't imagine what a brand would be like. I mean, back when we were younger, we'd hit each other with those cattle prods just to see what it was. Oh my god! I tell you
I
about
don't-
lighting
yeah.
your world up, man. All I can tell you is I'm glad I used the bathroom before they did it to me, because things probably would have happened. You know what I mean? Holy moly! No fun.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean,
I knew somebody that she had these tattoos, but where she was working, she got a job promotion, and they weren't really cool, so she had to take it off. But she said it was extremely painful to have them taken off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it's like when the grease hits you when you're frying bacon.
Yeah,
Just amplify that, and it's just continuous. Just like getting burnt. You know what I mean? But
it takes quite a few
Oh.
sessions to clean one off too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
taking
is, like,
tattoos
if
off
it's-
is definitely more painful than getting one. So that's why I
they
just
say
always
that
tell
the
people.
professional ink takes more. If it's like a backyard thing, that they come out pretty easy. But it's just
pros put them
what
in
is it?
good.
Yeah,
the pros put them in deep and good.
Stop with all that sexy talk, Steve Street.
I'm a scar guy though. I'm a scar guy. I like scars.
I think I better stories. Yeah.
that's a knee
Yeah.
surgery and a half, huh? Phew.
That's why I'm like I'm not really a neat guy, but I'm a scar guy. So I think I could take a brand on forearm. I might do that.
That I don't know. I don't know if it would
They used to
show
have
up, but in my
scars.
hand, right here and here, that's where a knife went in and out.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Like trying to block it from my face, went through my
Oh.
hand. Missed everything though. But I don't live in that kind of neighborhood anymore. So when you guys come to visit, it'll be all right. It's like
Man, I
tennis.
hope I can
It's
come
so-
visit you someday. Fuck, that'd be
Well,
awesome.
it's like
Neighborhood.
well, it's like tennis. When they shoot, you shoot back. It's like that.
I hear you.
But things have been pretty calm around here for a while.
Well, you're down in Chicago, so Jesus Christ.
I'm about an hour north of
Actually, I
Chicago.
think Goose Island's in Chicago.
Only 100 people murdered
ever
this
heard of
weekend.
Goose
Not a
Island?
big deal.
Mhm.
Fuck. It's nuts.
What'd you say,
Where-
Monica?
sorry?
I said I think Goose Island's from Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
Chicago,
cruiser.
Illinois. My beer, the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. Have you
Oh,
ever heard
yeah?
of it?
no.
You got to try it
Now
out
I'm
if you
done
like
drinking
a
too much
rich
beer.
beer.
Never heard of it.
I don't drink a lot of beer. I'm a whiskey guy. I
You're a
like
whiskey guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Yep.
some Jack Apple. The Angel's Envy's really good. I'm not much on Elijah Craig. Some of the small batches of Elijah Craig are good.
The summertime, I turn into a Tito's guy.
Yeah, not much of Tito's.
I like Tito's. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Some cherry limeade on a hot day. Some Tito's.
Fuck yeah.
But no, the real story here is we need to find out what Cruiser Mac's gonna make first out of that forge of his.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just get it running properly, then I'll figure something out. I'll just try melting something down to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Then
get yourself a mold. Graphite molds have a lifespan. They degrade. So
I got a little jar of copper here. I'll try melting that down.
if you get a cast iron mold, the only thing I can tell you to do, they stick. A lot of people say they always stick, but if you wire wheel them out real well,
Yeah.
make sure they're really clean, and then you kind of rub a little bit of graphite in there,
Yeah.
and make sure that they're preheated to at least 50, 60 degrees. It shouldn't stick.
Yeah.
So, but like the graphite ones like I use, they say they're only good for like 25, 30 pours, but I'll do copper out of them while they're new. When they get a little older, I'll do some brass, and then when they get really old, I just start doing aluminum out of them, and they last like a lot longer. So I just kind of downgrade them as they're downgrading, you know. But yeah, just make sure you preheat those molds. And that's where you're gonna get a lot of steam explosions. So
Those steam explosions are crazy.
oh, they are, and it's I mean, it's fast. There's no warning. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
When I had Shane Man over to do that pour at my house, we had a bad one, and I'm thinking I was thankful he took it off his part of the video, but probably should have played it because it was insane. All the brass in the crucible is gone. There's some grease or something in one of the fittings that shot all the brass right under the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I've seen a few of those. Whew. I'm nervous about doing brass and copper, right? Like aluminum's a
No,
joke.
I mean, it ain't no different. The only thing you'll see that's different is, you know how like aluminum pours kind of like a marshmallow, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, brass is kind of like that, and you saw that. Copper's like water. Copper
But
is it's just like pouring water out of a glass. So
But-
you'll be fine.
But it pops, right? Cool.
Yeah, well, if you got some moisture or something, it will. But yeah, I mean, copper pours just like water.
You ever see there?
Brass and
There's a guy in Oklahoma that's building that big steel boat in his backyard.
Oh, SV Seeker.
Yeah, Seeger. Yeah, so they were
Oh,
pouring some brass props there, and the molds exploded there. And his partner at that time there, she got quite badly burnt by them there.
yeah, I mean, see, that's why, like if it's not at least 60 degrees outside, I'll bring the sand in the house and hit it with a blow dryer, and we started laying out tarps, and I would do the mold in the house and keep it in the house,
Yeah.
and then bring it out right before we poured. Because that's I've had some bad stuff happen with the sand being 30, 20, degrees.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that stays warm too, a little bit.
yeah,
No,
no, it scares me, man. It's not a joke. Like I've seen, holy.
No, I mean, I think I watched videos and researched it for like almost a year before I even bought a single tool for it. You know what I mean? And then I just said, I just got to try it. And
I have
I'm telling you,
a pouring community that
Ooh.
I'm into. This is my copper.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's 3
Where's
that
point, like
cool?
it's heavy. It's 3.6.
Where do you get that from?
It's backyard scrapping. You guys should
Backyard
check out. There's their redneck metals. They actually have an auction coming up
Yeah.
next week. the
Yeah,
5th.
yeah.
yeah.
There's like a different bunch of people that are in that group, but I've gotten like old fashioned keys. I've gotten a shoe horse, but it's some of them are like wolf gold, but they do copper, silver, all kinds of the shit.
That's really
Man.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got friends in the porn community.
That's
Oh,
Not the
I would-
porn.
no,
The
you said the
pouring.
Oh.
pouring.
I know everyone says it. I have to spell it
Like,
out.
what? You're in California, so I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't watch too much.
that's one thing I would really like to try to do one day is refine that gold and silver with those
Yeah,
acids.
that'd be awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
do you scrap from computers and stuff? Because I know a lot of.
Oh, yeah.
like the gold
Yeah,
fingers and
most
stuff.
of all that e-waste pays for my propane, my tools. I use all that stuff to
Okay, cool.
pay for everything that I use because really that stuff kind of gets expensive, and I don't like to take money away from the house, from my family, and just for a hobby. So
Well, you're hanging out with your boys too, so
Yeah.
I mean, that makes it worth it. There, like,
oh yeah, like
that's
my
one thing I love
15-year-old
being a channel, man. You got the who's JoJo? You call
JoJo's
him
the
Jo-
youngest.
JoJo's youngest.
He's the
Who's your
youngest.
oldest boy? Who's the oldest
He's
one?
Jesse. Well, Christian, that's my girlfriend's son. He might as well be. He's mine. But he's the oldest. He's the one that got us all our heads around the editing and using the computer and stuff like that. Cause, dude, I'm a welder. I all this stuff is like new to me. I hate to say it, but like technology and computers and all this stuff, it's like, I had the girlfriend get me on this thing because my phone sucks for lives. So I'm like, can you fire up the laptop for me, honey, and put in my buddy's code so I can go play?
Okay. Oh, I gotta take it back here. So JoJo's the youngest. Is that
Mhm.
Is that Bullpup? Is his
Yep,
channel?
that's Bullpup.
That's JoJo.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and the oldest boy is what's his name? If I can ask.
It's Christian.
Christian. What do you?
From youngest to oldest? Yeah, it's JoJo. Then it's Jeremiah, which is mine, Jeremy, and I call him Junior.
Oh, Junior. I heard Junior.
Yeah,
Caleb.
Junior.
Okay.
He's. I just call him Junior. It's easier. But then they got Caleb, which is her son, and then Josh, which
Holy shit! You got 4 of them. Oh, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He
Froze.
froze. He froze.
He froze.
I don't know if he could probably still hear us. I know watching his videos, he says JoJo and says Junior, and I'm like, but when he's doing his videos, he's got the kids there, so they're like, the boys are on the camera, the boys are behind the scenes doing all the.
Yeah, it's great when you can do that stuff with your kids, man.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's awesome. I'm like,
So great when you can involve the kids if they're interested.
Especially too, like when you have a blended family and you can accept the kids as your own and everything too. That's awesome.
yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. But yeah, it's pretty awesome to see him hanging out with the boys and doing their thing.
Yeah, so there's so many kids that are unloved, and what do they grow up to be? So
Uh-oh.
Oh, everybody's dropping off. What's happening?
uh-oh.
Oh, she's back.
Chad hasn't been running, except for bro.
Bros. Bros is in the chat.
Bros.
Hey, bros.
Fuck.
Monica's dropping
Sorry.
off. She's tired.
Sorry. Cruising Mac, I said that word.
Max
I am
gonna
just thinking
send
about
me.
going to go get a snack, but I was thinking I was going to do a mail call live stream because I do have
All right, on.
some
Well,
mail.
do that and I'll watch.
Okay, maybe in a half an hour because I need
Sure.
to get something to eat. But Steve, straight, I just saw your name from Dan Candy Scrapping mentioned you recently, so it was good to meet you in person.
Yeah, you too.
Don't know what happened. Got to get to the missus to figure it out.
Yeah,
I know. I
thanks.
just need to stretch. Get all these yawnies out. of me.
Run around the block. And then you'll be good.
I didn't sleep good, and
Yeah.
my back was bothering me from this stupid bed. I need to get a new bed. So, you know how it is when you just don't sleep good. It's not like you're tired, but your body said, "What the hell? What happened last night?"
Yeah, I was having real bad allergy problems, and you're basically suffocating all night there, and you can't get a proper sleep. So
Say hello, Jesse. Say hello. Say hello.
I'm a cat. I don't say hello.
My green-eyed monster.
Seth dropped out there, but
Yeah, he's trying to get
Yeah.
trying to get his
Go
wife
get the
to figure it
missus to figure it out.
out. Okay,
It was awesome it was good talking to you, buddy.
yeah, we've been
We'll
on
do it
for 2
again.
hours, so okay.
Yeah, so I'll be up in about a half an hour if you're still awake.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
correct.
catch you on your live there.
I know it's a U.S. holiday tomorrow here, but not for everyone.
Oh well, it's still early on the West Coast, so it's only 8 o'clock. So
Is
sorry, it's
how
hard.
you do?
It's
Oh,
hard to try live stream with all these Easterners and people.
I know the
Yeah.
East Coast, West Coast, the struggle is real, but
The struggle is real.
I go live when I go live, and if they make it, they make it. So.
Okay, so I'll see everybody later.
Good to
Take
meet you,
care.
Steve Stride. See ya.
Bye
You
now.
too, Monica.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.